Happy Friday. It's good to see you guys. Hope you all doing well. MJ Smith, welcome aboard. It has been a while. Welcome back, man. Happy Friday. Ryan 87's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I survived another week. My child is still breathing, so that's a bonus. It's like the only thing, my understanding is the only thing that you really have to do for the first, I don't know, like 6 months is basically keep them fed, changed, and alive. And thus far, we are successful on all accounts. She had her, so if you don't know, my wife and I had a very beautiful daughter 2 weeks ago. Yeah, she had her second doctor's appointment today. She is now 8 pounds, 2 ounces. She was born 7 pounds, 8 ounces. So she's definitely she's getting pudgy. Hang on. I got a picture. Zoop. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Chubby cheeks. Oh, yeah. Chubby cheeks. Uh-huh. Yep. There's the chubby cheeks. Okay. And then one more. This was from today. She was scowling at me as we were at the doctor's appointment. And definitely my daughter with the scowl, because that's sort of like my resting face. Anyway, that's good for pictures for now. J-Snap, good to see you, Justin. Let's talk beer. How you doing, man? Welcome aboard, sir. That's Brian, right? King of the North, good to see you. What is her name? Her name is Amalia. Amalia. Amali. Yes, that's how you spell it. Grow Adler, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, welcome aboard. Dylan Art, welcome aboard. The crane behind the plane is spinning. It is. Super Viking, hello, Adam. Rudyism, good to see you. Happy Friday. I am very proud. Yeah, it's interesting. It's been a weird couple of weeks, put it that way. Yeah. So we're here, man. We're here. So there's some crappy weather up in the out in the west, in the Rockies and whatnot. So we're gonna go chase some of that tonight. I'm gonna do my best to try not to fall asleep here. I've been going to bed at like 9:30, 10ish most nights. So we're gonna get past the first flight, and then by the time we make flight number 2, I'm gonna be dragging. So you guys are really gonna have to help me on that second leg. Cirrus Max, how you doing, Max? Good to see you, buddy. Cheers, Brian. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. We got to get in touch at some point, dude. I think you're not too far away from me, right? Don't say where you're at. We'll talk about that another time. Possibly Chinese, welcome aboard. So when is her PPL check ride? Oh my God, 16 years, right? I'm looking forward to taking her flying for the first time. I know she's just gonna fall asleep, but I'll still feel pretty proud of it. Cessna 9DS. I'm reporting you to the FAA for typing wrong aircraft identifier for the 737 in flight sim. What? What do you mean? I got the right identifier. What are you talking about? 733. I put whatever it gave me. I don't know what you're talking about. Good to see you. Pat Dog 35, welcome aboard. 70727, how you doing, my friend? Yeah. Oh, I did do it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, and the stream title. Oh, I can fix that. Hang on. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it with the typo because why the hell not? I like it better that way. Also, it's my birthday today, so everybody wish me a happy birthday, and we'll get that out of the way. Ernie the Cat, good to see you, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Yeah, dude, Sid did scary stuff. I've tried to educate myself as much as possible. We'll do what you can, but yeah. Anyway, sorry guys. Anyway, how we doing? Good to see you guys all. I'm like I said, I've been cooped up in the house all week. I've gotten out a couple times, but not as much as I would like to have. So it might be a little bit different vibe tonight. Dylan R, good to see you. Thanks, man. Steven99, good to see you. Mr. Dragon is on PS4. Thank you very much, man. How you doing? Ray River, welcome aboard. Am I enjoying a beer? No, I've got I had a beer earlier. I have myself a gin and soda water now. Because I didn't feel like a second beer tonight, man. I didn't think it was going to lay too well with me. AP1776, welcome aboard. Skip is smooth. Happy Friday. Good to see you. So go say thanks to some people, and we'll go do some flying. We'll kind of have we'll have a nice laid back sort of evening. It's all right. It's all right, Angry Pilot. Who we got here first of all? JB Jeans. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, and thank you for your support. Cheers, buddy. Stealth Bob's here for 23 months. Bob, thank you very much for 23 months, my friend. I do appreciate it. Cheers. Jay Snap's here for 23 months. He says, watching and learning how new daddy's flight sim. We'll see what happens, man. Thank you very much, Justin. Cheers to you. I appreciate it. Coast Pilot's here for 19 months. He says, sorry I missed you last week. Congratulations on belated congratulations, Mr. Daddy. Thank you very much, Mr. Coast Pilot. I appreciate it, buddy. It's all right. Last week I couldn't. I was way too tired last week, so I had what was the? Oh, you know what? I went to a brewery with my brother-in-law, and I got back and I kind of just wanted to lay on the couch and watch TV. So I literally just laid on the couch and watched TV on Friday night because I couldn't form much of a set. Not that I wasn't drunk. I wasn't even really buzzed, but I was like the whole of like Thanksgiving and having the baby at home for the first week and then going out to, have a couple of beers and whatnot, like caught up with me. And I'm just like, I can't do it. So I did it Saturday instead. So if we saw you guys on Saturday, fantastic. If we missed you guys last week, well, welcome back. Happy Friday. It's good to have you guys back here. Who was that? That was Coast Pilot. Okay. MJ Smith. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Kyokin's here for 22 months. He says, not looking forward to Philadelphia and Boston tomorrow. Hey, Boston's supposed to be nice tomorrow, depending on when you roll through, man. I'm actually going flying tomorrow, and it's looking like the weather's going to be fantastic. So, Kyokin, it's going to be a little chilly for you, being that you're, native Miami resident, but it'll be pretty nice as far as things go. This You're Not Found, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 17 months. It says, happy Friday, Ty. I hope all is well with you and your family. Thanks for the great 17 months. Here's for 17 more. I appreciate it, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Toasted Donuts here for 3 months. He says, hi, Dad. Oh, wait, you're now an actual dad. I am. Thank you very much, Toasted Donut. Cheers to you, buddy. K-Buff Aviator, thanks for 20 months of support. He says, congratulations on the baby. Happy Friday. Thank you very much, Mr. Aviator. Cheers. Ek Attack, thank you very much for your support and welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers. I appreciate it. Jim Belive, thank you very much for 6 months of support. Jim Belive, cheers to you, buddy. And last but not least, Super Viking. Thank you for 18 months of support. He says, happy birthday, Dad. I appreciate it, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Cheers to everybody. 2KS Delta, welcome aboard. It won't let you sub. Why not? Refresh the page and try again. Chili Willies, how you doing, buddy? Happy Friday, Mr. Willies. Wolfie2671, welcome aboard. It's going pretty well, buddy. It's going pretty well. UAL4777, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Been seeing you a little bit more lately. It's good to have you back here. Drew Simulator Wick, welcome aboard and happy Friday. Medic Dan757, happy Friday to you as well, sir. So yeah, there we are. So yeah, that was last week. I'm going flying tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be taking my buddy Andy up and his son Lucas. You guys been here a couple times. We've been like, everybody say hi, Lucas. Lucas is going to go flying tomorrow for his very first time. So it should be fun. And then after that, I have an IFR lesson. I'm hoping it's my last IFR lesson, but we'll kind of see how things go. I did some fly-in on the network earlier this week, and it was my first time doing any significant. Like, I mean, I did the stream last week, but it was my first time flight simming off of a stream in a couple of weeks at least. Like, it'd been a while, and I went and I basically did a simulated check ride in the 172. I started in Torrance. And then I went to Fullerton. I shot a GPS approach there. Missed at the missed approach point. I then flew the full procedure, flew a lap and a half in the hold, shot an RNAV approach into Long Beach and went missed, and then shot an ILS approach into John Wayne and landed. So my goal was to try to simulate an IFR check ride as much as I could in the PilotEdge thing. And I'll tell you, man, I actually felt really good. Like I didn't feel like I made a lot of mistakes. I was focused really well. I was holding altitude, I was holding my course and all that stuff. I didn't use the autopilot once. And excuse me. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So I have high hopes that we're not going to screw up too badly. And I have high hopes that I'll be done with this damn IFR soon because I'm kind of tired of it. Ed Oops Zach. Zach, how you doing, my friend? Happy Friday. Serious Max, thank you very much, Max, for the tier 3 sub for 23 months. Time does go fast. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Still waiting for text to speech. I'm trying, man. Like I keep checking to see if I can do text to speech on like tier 2, tier 3 subs, but it won't work. So I'm going to work on some alternate ideas or some alternate things there to see if we can make something work. But thank you very much, Max. I do appreciate the 23 months, man. And Max, thank you for gifting a sub to Chili Willies. Chili Willies, welcome back to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to both of you guys. And this You're Not Found, thanks for gifting us up to 2KS Delta. 2KS Delta, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers. It's good to see you. I am Marcus. Happy Friday. Avgas Kool-Aid, welcome aboard. Nagy87, good to see you. Brother had a baby in May, also in reserves. Combat training was easier than sleep deprivation of a newborn. Cold shock showers helped a lot. Yeah, right now we're pretty lucky. Like right now, she's actually sleeping a good amount. And Kylex, welcome aboard. I didn't miss you. I see that. I see you got you there. We've been pretty lucky. She's been sleeping, 2.5, 3.5 hours at a time. And I've been I've been trying to get up a little bit early so I can go grab her, and then I can be with her for a couple of hours in the morning before I have to work, so that my wife can get a few hours of shut eye too. So the system so far has been working well. I'm sure we'll have to change things up a little bit, and like I'm probably gonna have to start getting up a little bit more at night. But for the time being, man, she's been sleeping super well. As well as a 2-week-old baby can possibly hope to sleep. So yeah, we're surviving, man. Like I've survived enough that I feel comfortable going flying again tomorrow. World of Battleships today. Yeah. Angry Pilot, thanks for 13 months. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Gerber. Angry Pilot, cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Kleenex goes, happy Friday. Can you not? Welcome aboard. It's going well, buddy. How are you? Reside 2001, good to see you. Two-Tone Murphy, happy Friday. M-Taus 48. Did you hear about the Alaskan earthquake? I did. I saw that Voss Aviation also already has a video up showing the ATC issues from that earthquake, so that's kind of crazy. Yeah, dude, I saw it was a 7.0. I haven't really seen any details about it yet, though. I'll probably try to read up on it either tonight or tomorrow just to see what the scoop is. MTN Dude, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Mr. MTN Dude, cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. KJG 2015, I'm doing well. How are you, man? That's the Voss Aviation link. Thanks, this show I found. Piper the Hawk, good to see you. Legal Danish, welcome aboard. He did get it up really quickly today. So yeah, see your post above. Oh, I think I missed it. Dogo DR, good to see you. Lady interviewed after the last earthquake this morning. I grabbed the essentials, birth certificate, passport, Pappy Van Winkle cradling the whiskey bottle in the crook of her elbow. After my own heart, that one. Have you flown the Tolus? How does the fly-by-wire system compare to the Flight Factor A320? I think the Tolus handles a little bit. Like I enjoy flying hand flying the Tolus better than the Flight Factor A320, but they're both solid planes. I'd probably choose the Flight Factor, but it's also like $30 more expensive too. So there's that. The Zesta, good to see you, man. Parenthood is going pretty well. So far, so good. It works. Like my wife is still off of work. I've been working from home, so we've been able to kind of help each other out a bit. I will be interested in seeing how things go down once she's back at work. But yeah. Illegal Danish, good to see you. You can order replacement bursts. Yeah, I'm well aware. Here we are. It's Friday. We're gonna do some flying tonight. This is the IXEG 7373. I think the IXEG 737 Classic or something. In the battleship livery for United Airlines. I like this livery, man. This is probably my favorite United livery from over the years because it looks pretty sweet. We're going to be doing this today. We're flying out of Aspen. As you can see, Aspen's in pretty bad shape. It should be an interesting flight tonight. So let me get the map up here and we'll see what's going on. So we're flying out of Aspen this evening. First stop's going to have us up at Jackson Hole. Last we checked, Jackson Hole's actually gone down. So Jackson Hole is reporting 2-mile visibility snow, mist, a few clouds, 800, broken 2,900. So it's low visibility in Jackson. Can we get into Jackson Hole? 2-mile visibility and 700 foot ceilings. We can just get into Jackson Hole. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We might have to plan to go somewhere else. After Jackson Hole, then we're going to make our way up to Glacier Park. And Glacier Park is reporting overcast 2,300, and they're trending towards worse. They're trending towards worse. So this should be a pretty fun flight tonight, man. We got some weather. Like PilotEdge opened the Western United States expansion because their goal was to like bring weather to PilotEdge because SoCal is always a fantastic weather, or for the most part it's fantastic weather. I know mudslides and all sorts of bad stuff the last couple of days. Traffic, which is what this all is. But yeah, so we like the Western US opened up, and with it came like fantastic weather every freaking Friday night. We've tried to stream out here. So it's very seldom that we get, you know, whether, sorry, my nose is itchy. I promise I don't do coke or anything like that. I've just got an itchy nose today. Yeah, so it we'll get to you guys in a second. We actually have some bad weather tonight, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Doing some mountain flying. Like we almost missed it, man. As you can see, it's rolling out pretty quickly. Everything's going VFR or trying to go VFR. Like we should be flying out in like the Western Plain states and whatnot in the upper Midwest. But we're not going out there tonight. We're going to go here. And we're doing it in this plane, IXEG 737-300. This thing was on sale last weekend. I haven't flown this plane for a while. I know it went on sale last weekend for, you know, it doesn't go on sale very often. And it was on my list to fly anyway. And I'm like, you know what? I bet there's a lot of people that have this thing. So let's go take it for a spin. Grow Adler, thank you very much for the host, Mr. Grow Adler. I appreciate it, buddy. Cheers. Black VQ35HR, thank you very much for the bits, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Return.
And Iowa Scotsman, thank you very much for 23 months. T-minus 1 month to 2 years. I can't believe we're almost at 2 years already. It's absolutely crazy. Iowa Scotsman, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I think we'll start getting the 2-year subscriptions here in like a week or two, or about 2 weeks or so. Yeah. Her birthday is the 15th. Mine's the 30th. Yeah. Did I get everybody here? Anybody I missed? Black VQ, good to see you, man. Tanner, man, happy Friday. Good to see you guys. You can get them all. Picked up the Rotate CRJ Tallest Challenger S550 and Eclipse. Man, you got some airplanes. That's cool stuff, man. All right. Here we are. So we're going to, I don't know, we're going to fly this thing. And we're going to see what happens. So I've got it in turnaround state. It's just been sitting here chilling out in turnaround state, which is great. We're going to move left to right over the overhead panel. We'll grab those here in just a moment here. Grab those here in just a moment here, he says, as he he hears. Fuel pumps are good. Center or second panel, we're on the APU power. APU power is on. That's good. Third panel, we're going to go overhead panel lights on. Emergency exit lights are armed. Seatbelt signs are off. Smoking signs are on. Do it just because we can. Wipers are off. We'll turn the windshield heats on. 2, 3, 4. Pitot static heater off. We'll leave all the hydraulics on because better pushback doesn't work if you don't. We'll turn off the engine bleeds. We'll leave on the APU bleed. And we're going to open up the isolation valve. Recirc fan. Oh, recirc fan's on auto. Good. And we're planning on going to 34,000 feet. Oh. You have to click and drag. I forgot. It doesn't have scroll wheels. I kind of like that. All right, 40,000 feet. And then Jackson Hole. How high is Jackson Hole? Jackson Hole just went back to marginal VFR. 6,400, 6,500 feet, we'll call it. 6. Oops, nope, not that high. 6,500. There we go. Yeah. And as far as the lights go, good. Logo light, in-op, whatever. Position light, on. Get a collision off, wing off, wheel well off. Fantastic. Ailerons Neutral, thank you very much for 10 months of support, my friend. Says, missed the 9-month sub. It's all good. Congrats on the baby. Enjoy the next few months. I'll do my best. Thank you very much, Ailerons Neutral. I do appreciate it. Trevor 11350, thank you very much. Welcome aboard and happy Friday. BAA 1969, welcome aboard. Having an issue shutting down X-Plane 11 from the main menu. Can only shut down from the drop-down menu. I have no idea. It's probably it's usually an add-on that's causing that. I used to have that problem with PilotEdge, and it got fixed at some point. Torminator, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. You know how it goes. All right, lights are good, yeah. So we followed a flight plan. Where's my pen? We're United 717. We're going to call up clearance. And, oh, you know what? Crap, sorry. I forgot to put my flight plan in. We'll do that. No, I'll put the flight plan in now. I forgot to put the flight plan into 4-flight here. I like to have it here as a reference while I'm calling clearance up, just so I know where the hell I'm going. So ASE, LINS, it's going to be the LINS departure most likely. ECR, OCS. BPI. That's probably not correct, but we'll see what they give us. KJAC. Plates. Add plates. Nope. Aspen. We'll start with the airport diagram here. And clearance delivery is 2375. Come on down here. 23. 75. Right there.
Maintain 2000. Departure frequency 132.6. Squawk 2363.
Apparently you get flex temp from SimBrief. SimBrief. I have no idea. It probably is in the report somewhere, but I've never managed to dig through them. I don't really care that much. Like the flex temperatures that these planes are going to report are different from like what you're going to see in the real world anyway, and what would be reported on SimBrief. So like it wouldn't matter what your flex temperature set to compared to SimBrief. Slim WP, good to see it. Do you need 2 monitors to use OBS? No, but I do recommend having a second monitor for stream chat though. It's the thing. Like you want your Twitch chat up, but you don't need to actually be able. You don't have to actually see OBS. It's nice to be able to see it. Don't get me wrong, so that I can see if I'm doing something stupid like leaving 4-flight up. But it's not it's not something I leave up all the time.
Legion 1092 Oakland Center, descend and maintain 1000 Fresno.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it, man. Okay. 2375, 2375. Yeah. Aspen Clearance, good evening. United 717 IFR, Jackson Hole. Probably gonna be the Lens 9 departure. Ooh, hello. I guess the first time I've seen snow in this airplane.
Retard.
I'm also gonna say that he may not have heard me. Let's see here. Troubleshooting. Mics. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's try that again with the mic selection set correctly. Aspen Clearance, good evening. United 717 IFR, Jackson Hole, please.
United 717, Aspen Clearance, clear to the Jackson Airport. Pitkin for departure. Meeker transition. Direct Dunnoir. VOR. Direct. Climb via the SID. Squawk 0205.
Good Jackson Airport. Pitkin 4, Meeker, Dunnoir, direct. Climb via the SID. Departure or squawk 0205. United 717.
United 717, read back correct.
All right. Let's put that away. So we got to reroute completely. So we'll go back to. Apparently it's thunder snow. KASE. And then Meeker. And then Dunnoir. What is Dunnoir? Jackson Lake. I think Dunnoir is, yeah, DNW. Okay. KJAC. Nope. KJAC. There we go. All right. So there's a new flight plan procedure. Departure from Aspen on the Pitkin 4 to Eaker. Add a route. Pitkin 4 we've got there. We'll go Jackson Hole, airport diagram. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and get everything. Let's get it loaded up. All right. Pre-flight. Nope, not pre-flight. It is ground services. First of all, Sammy97, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Sammy97, cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Maybe they call to the passengers. Yeah, I just did that. It happens. Get the P3D. Welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Got everybody else here? Good. All right, so we're going to go to SimBrief. And we want to have, let's see here. Come on down here. Our zero fuel weight is 109.5, and our block fuel should be 15.9. All right, so 15.9 on the on the fuel. Hit that, and then instant. And then we want to have a 0 fuel weight of 103.9er. 103.9. And that gets us heavy. Heavy enough. 124.5. Good. Okay, so 3.6 units on the elevator trim. Set that real quick. 3.6 right there. We'll come down to the FMC, and we're going to go to the route page. We're leaving KASE. We're going to KJAC. And we're going to go departing from Aspen on runway 33 on the Pitkin 4 to Meeker. And then from Meeker, we're going to activate that, execute, and then arriving. Actually, we'll just put a waypoint in there for now. So it's the Dunwar DNW. Execute that. Go to interref. We need to actually load these. We need to actually type these in, don't we? Okay. Okay, so ground services, pull you over here. Gross weight's 120. We got heavier. I think we're picking up ice. Yeah, we're picking up ice here on the ground. Huh. That's going to be a problem. How do we get rid of the ice? We're picking up ice before we even take off, and there's no way to actually de-ice the plane. Does X-Plane have a de-ice function? I've honestly never had this problem before in this sim.
Retard. Retard.
Yeah.
Retard.
I know. Oh, okay. How about that up? Ice. Anti-ice. Anti-ice. Overweight takeoff into the mountains, easy. Yeah, not a problem, right? Huh. Is it a failure that I can turn on? Interesting. If somebody has any idea how to de-ice this plane before we take off, let me know. Because as you can see, we're picking up ice just sitting here. We've already picked up 1,000 pounds of ice. Snow, it'll fly up when you apply power. Yeah, right? Is it a failure? Nope. Okay. That didn't work. So if we go to the data ref editor. Because this is actually going to be a problem for us. Normally you would just de-ice your plane, you'd be fine. There's anti-ice switches. Here we go. Here's ice. Ice window. Ah, there's the ice picking up right there. Flight model failures. That's all to 0. Boy, this is going to take a while to do this every time. So we can de-ice it that way if we have to. And that worked. Okay, so that's what we'll have to do. But on our, we're going to have to go to a de-ice pad. We're going to have to set all these values to 0. Okay. Set all these anti-ice values to 0. And then we can go flying. So we're about 120 gross. All right. Holy crap, dude. It's going to get interesting, I guess. All right, so what are the reserves? We'll pull that off a sim brief. 4.9. Cost index of 20 is... It's got me a cost index of 6. We'll see how long that lasts. 34,000 feet's the plan. Okay, and one limit. We are not going to derate any part of this. It's full power takeoff tonight, my friends. Well, okay, so we're going to derate it to +1. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. All right, flaps. Let's do... I'm a little concerned about the icing and everything else. I don't know. Should we do flaps 10? Let's do flaps 10. Just so we can get out of here. Flaps 15 to get out of here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so trim is 3.4. CG is 22%. That's good. V1 131, V rotate 132, V2 139. And we're basically just going to punch it, chew, and get the hell out of here. So that's all set on the FMC. Move up here to the glare shield now. We're going to do 139 plus 15. So that's going to be 154. And let's brief this departure. The Pitkin 4 departure out of Aspen Airport. We're going to fly heading 331 to the Addini intersection. From Addini, we go to Boyette and then Lens. Addini above 8,320 feet. Gleno above 16,000 feet. And then up from there. No speed restrictions. It's pretty much just a crazy climb gradient out of here, which we can handle. Cool.
Retard.
So the initial course is going to be, initial heading should be 331. 331. And climb via SID takes us to... There is no top altitude on the SID. We're using FS Global Real Weather. So there is no top altitude on the SID, which means I have to call clearance up and say, what the hell? Aspen Clearance, United 717.
United 717 clearance.
Yeah, we're not seeing a top altitude on the Pitkin 4 departure. Can you advise how high we should go for 717?
United 717, correction, maintain 16,000, expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure.
Okay, climb via SID, maintain 16,000, we'll expect 340 within 10 minutes, 717. It happens. I don't think it gives this one very often, so. Yeah.
Alaska 78 ground.
He's got to go back through everybody else now. I don't think anybody else called him out on it. All right. There's the speed. There's the heading. There's the altitude. We're happy there. Go flight director on. Flight director on. We're going to go LNAV. Nope, can't do any of that stuff for now. That's fine. Start her out at 2,000 feet per minute there on the flight director. We'll go from there. All right, glare shield set. Move over to the transponder right here. And 0205, 0205. And I'm going to turn you TARA, which it is, on and on. Okay, FMC is done. Glare shield is done. Transponder's been set. Let's move this guy to map. Traffic. And we are zoomed in, so we're good there. Check, 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 check. Goalkeeper, good to see it. Better CP, welcome aboard. It's me, Grizz, welcome aboard. Fokker70, thank you very much for 2 months, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. McShiggity Pilot, how you doing, Mike? Thank you very much for 18 months of support. Cheers to you, man. Appreciate it. Using FS Global Real Weather. And we're going to have to de-ice today. Another aftershock. Oh, man, that's crazy. TPA 121, welcome aboard. Talked to the guy from FS Global Real Weather. He said expect an update next week. Sweet. Look forward to it. All right, we're just going to push. Yeah, we don't really need to push. Yeah, we'll push.
Unable to select pushback tug view at this time.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want
Hey, that guy. Just going to push straight back here. I'm going to push straight back here. Come on, you can do it, buddy.
this. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Yeah, that's right it is. All right, let's grab the weather real quick while we're at it here. We'll get ourselves one more quick de-ice before we bug out. Aspen weather 350 knot. Oh no. We're gonna take off with a 23 knot tailwind. Or 9 knot gusting 23 knot tailwind. 4 mile visibility snow. Mist, overcast 11. This is awful weather. This is terrible weather for Aspen. Oh crap. 3509 gust 23. Oh no, we're taking off the right way. Never mind.
Retard.
Disregard. We're taking off the right way.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed.
I thought we were
We're
taking
ready
off
to
with the
connect.
tailwind. I'm like,
Go
that
ahead
would have
and
been
hit
real
that
bad,
parking
but we're
brake when
good.
you're
We
ready.
cool. Real MG 867. Thanks for 10 months, man. Happy Friday, Castrator. Congratulations on the baby. Thank you very much. Cheers to you. Appreciate it. Open the window, use the cabin heat to de-ice the plane, right? If only it worked that way. My fancy heat pump system that I installed blows cold air out the condenser outside when it's heating my house. So it's like air conditioning the outside, right? Doesn't work that way. Huh. Where's he going? All right. Well, we'll get him up here and then we'll get going. APU's on. APU Gen's on. APU Bleed is on. We have plenty of pressure. Go seatbelt sign on. About the 737 throttle quadrant. Sweet. I am countering global warming. That's right. Heating my drafty ass house.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pens.
2968.
Kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Let's pull park brake. And 68
Here
on the
comes
altimeter.
pushback. Light 'em up.
All right. We'll start with engine number 1 today. Move that over to ground. And 2's coming up. It's 20% gas.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Park
And we're
brake.
disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Okay, that's 1 good engine. Let's make it 2. Starting engine number 2. And 2's coming up.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pen on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
20%. Give it gas. Okay, M1. Oh, yeah. Two good engines, APU bleed off. Engine bleeds on. Cross bleed valve auto. Isolation valve, sorry, auto. Heater and static. Everything's check up here. Definitely turning on the anti-ice. I don't know if we can take off. We'll probably take off with the anti-ice to bleed, or turn the packs off. Speaking of packs. Get those going. Go to flight mode. And then as far as lights go, taxi light, APU can come off. Oop, nope. Continuous ignition, and strobe off, but anti-collision light on. Wing light on. Check and check. Flaps 2, 5, 10, 15. Right rudder. Left rudder. Left aileron. Right aileron. Full back. Full forward. Let's call the anti-ice truck out here. Hey, come take the ice off. Okay. Boy, we picked up a lot of ice. Wait, that wasn't the ice. Never mind. Here we go. All right, so we got rid of a lot of ice there, thankfully, and it's all staying off now too. So we should be okay. All right, ground controls 121.9, and tower is 1885. There we go. 85. And I need to write down departure frequency too.
78 Aspen departure radar contact.
Retard.
23.8. All right, Squawk 1200, thank you very much for your support, man. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you. Appreciate it. Zeke 586, good to see you. Memphis Belland, welcome aboard. We're doing pretty good with the sleep. We're hanging in there. I mean, enough that I'm here tonight. Now, by the time I get back, by the time we get to the end of the night here, it's going to be a different story. Aspen Ground United 717 terminal with the weather for taxi.
That is 717 Aspen Ground, roger, standby. There's another aircraft blocking your way.
Unit 745, we're just talking to ops. We got the go-ahead now, we're ready to go.
Unit 745, Aspen Ground, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to 33, 745.
Unit 717 Aspen Ground, runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, United 717.
Tower, 849er at a big flip down for runway 16.
That's 849, runway 16, clear for the option.
Runway 16, clear for the option. That's 849er.
Got grandma taxi in here. This is not the Max Wilton I've come to expect. Oh no. Get out of my way. Yeah, we'll take it easy, man. We'll see ya. John Debris, welcome aboard. We're heading to Jackson Hole for this flight and then up to Glacier Park on PilotEdge. Tech Claw, happy Friday. How you doing? Oof. It's a little slippery out here.
Tower, United 745, approaching 33. Departure, please.
United 745 Aspen Tower, wind 350 at 9er, gust 23, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 33, United 745.
Retard, retard, retard.
Joe Manzinski, thanks for 10 months, my friend. Appreciate it. Just congratulations. Thank you, sir. Cheers. Dr. Deathstalker, welcome aboard. We're going flying tonight, man. That's what's up. Whew, it's like a skating rink out here, too. Watch me over-control this plane in crappy conditions. $18.85, departure's 23.8. See? You can take off any time now, buddy.
Retard, retard,
Using all that runway. All right, 23.8's next.
United 745, contact departure.
Aspen Tower, United 717, short runway 33.
United 717, Aspen Tower, runway 33, line of await.
Line up away, runway 33, United 717. All right, let's
United
go.
745, Aspen departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Packs off, get all the power we can get. Briefly turn the anti-ice off. As soon as we're up in the air, it's coming back on.
United 745, roger.
You know, we can leave the packs on when we do that now.
United 717, wind 350 at 9er, gust 23, runway 133, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 33, United 717. Lights. Camera. Action. Let's go flying.
Oscar 78, contact Denver Center 133.67.
Tower system 849 and a bit scoop down for runway 16.
Okay, instrument screen, airspeed live, 80 knots.
The option.
The three options for 16, 849.
V1 VR.
Denver Center, climb and maintain, flight level 340, clear direct Meeker.
Positive rate. Gear.
United 717, contact Aspen departure.
Departure 717. We'll see it.
Oscar 78, climb and maintain, flight level 340.
Uh-oh. Got a pilot on. I hope we're not going to hit a mountain. Let's get the anti-ice back on so that we don't hit a mountain. So we are not climbing very fast. Just do level change 200 for a bit. Aspen departure, United 717, 9,500, climbing 16,000.
United 717, Aspen departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210, and the previous aircraft in front of you. Reported moderate rime ice at your present altitude.
Taking the altitude, United 717.
United 717, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, United 717. Why is the autopilot going crazy?
United 745, contact Denver Center 133.67. 3367, 745.
Friggin' autopilot was just going nuts there. I think it's because I hit my autopilot engage button. I think that screwed it up.
Cessna 849er taxi via Delta and Bravo to the ramp, cross runway 12.
We're definitely picking up some ice out of here, though. Holy crap. But we're going to go 200 knots at 16,000 feet.
At 745, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 300, clear direct rifle.
Okay, after takeoff. My heart's pumping a little bit on that one, dude. Gear up, lights are out. Flaps are in and indicated. Yep. Speed brake's off. Auto brake is off. We're going to go 200 knots up to 16,000 feet, and then we'll resume the VNAV profile. So I have a button on my joystick that's toggle like autopilot servos. And I think when I click that, the autopilot just completely lost its mind.
Received here, but in the future, you have to give me a call prior to changing to the advisory frequency. I never.
Uberbot, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Once I actually hit the autopilot button and didn't bother with the servos, it's fine. Like it was in I think it was in CWS mode. Off, you off, you off. I'm going to continue to leave the anti-ice on because it is definitely below freezing outside.
Yep, sky high,
-6, and we're showing quite a lot of precipitation.
The best thing to do is just say, hey, can we switch to the advisory frequency? And then in that case, you're covered. But I don't.
We're definitely losing a lot of power as a result of using the anti-ice, but it's okay.
Without any communication or anything like that.
Wow, dude, that was crazy. Flight level 210. Oh, thank you.
Yep, Sky 525. We definitely forgot to switch you, but that doesn't relieve you of your responsibility to either
pushback
tell me or
Chicago to Denver. Guess who my pushback truck pushback truck operator was?
You definitely should
Hell
leave
yeah.
on your own and land for sure.
I approve.
Now, if it was a case
all right,
where
there's 16,000. We go
you could
VNAV
reach
on
me,
now.
that would be
Just going to nose itself
another,
down here a little bit,
be
start
another story.
accelerating up.
Like if you're at a radar, correction, if you're like at a radio reception or something like that, but
Still showing
you just need
precip.
to speak up and say something.
Still a
and
chance of icing, so we're leaving the anti-ice system on. Losing a lot of power, but that's fine.
717, contact Denver Center 133.67.
3367, United 717. Somebody's asking, John Debris, ask me that question again once we're closer to cruise. My workload's a little high right now. Denver Center, United 717, 16,000, climbing flight level 210.
And 717, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, United 717. All right, 34K. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, so Gleno was above 16,000 feet. We're doing fine there. We've now eclipsed all the altitude restrictions. So we'll just let her do a nice slow climb here, accelerate up to our climb speed, and then continue up. I kind of wish I used I was using a little bit more power than this, but hey, it's fine. None of the passengers know how sketchy that actually was. Plane's climbing slower than my war. Yeah, because we're accelerating. See, we're picking it up now. So now it's gonna go to 2,000 feet per minute because we were accelerating up to 290. I did the first 16,000 feet at 200 knots so I could make sure I met the altitude restrictions and didn't hit any mountains. Pretty epic departure, Max. That's right. Finbar, good to see you. US Vet Lima Mike, good to see you. That's in Flyer. Happy Friday.
Maintain 230 knots until advised.
How ironic he asked you to hold a question about workload because of his workload. Exactly. Eyes Hacker, welcome aboard. I did switch. Yeah, I switched frequencies. 3367.
Delta 6716 heavy, read back correct.
Dude, Max, did you get a shortcut? He didn't give me a short. Oh no, he gave somebody else a shortcut. You got a shortcut too.
United 717, clear direct Meeker.
Clear direct Meeker, United 717. There's my shortcut. All right, let's go heading mode. Start that turn. $18,000 feet. We'll go standard. Turn the overhead lights off now. I'll turn the lights off now, I should say. Still looks like precip outside. Yeah, there's still a little bit of precip, so we'll keep it on. Making the turn here. We'll come down to the FMC. We'll go to the legs page. We're going to grab Meeker, put it at the top, and hit execute. And then back to LNAV mode, and that should do the turn for us. Actually, we can probably turn the anti-ice off now. Looks like we're good. I forgot how good the sounds were on this. Let's do one more direct two. There we go. Scroll that baby out a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're going to go through one more layer here. I'll leave it on until we go through this cloud layer, and then I'll turn it off. When do we get peanuts? Soon. Jackson does look sporty too, doesn't it? Yeah. Inertial 24 said he got pull up on his takeoff. I approve. This thing climbs for the efficient jet.
Retard.
Are you heavy? Like, are you iced up, Max? Because if you're iced up, it's not going to do very well. All right, once we're through this layer, we should be good.
Alaska 78, ship plane cruise Mach number.
Test Flight 357, thank you very much for 8 months of support. He says, well, 8 months haven't got a chance to watch streams lately thanks to work, but the good news is I'm getting promotion. Sweet, dude. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. And Vatsim Flyer, sorry I missed your resub there. Vatsim Flyer, thank you very much for 4 months of support. I'm never creative enough for a funny message. Happy birthday. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it.
300 knots. I don't have a Mach on that.
Alaska 78, so
Well, you know what? There's no guarantee that Active Sky won't have the weather reload, so I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch.
Alaska 78 would be really helpful if you could figure that out.
All right. Oops, that's not anti-ice.
Same Mach number.
7-3.
United 745, roger, do not exceed Mach .73.
United 745, roger that.
Alright, planned cruise Mach is .701 or less than it.
Oh no.
Alaska 78, maintain Mach .77 or greater.
Maintain .77 or greater.
Speed your ass up is what they're saying. Have you noticed the clouds in Flight Sim real weather look slanted? Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes. That's just an X-planeism. I don't know why that is, but it's an X-planeism. Can you see through the engine there? Yeah, you can. How about that? Is that what the fin is? I think it is. Never noticed that. Not bad, not bad. All right, turn that one off. Then we're good. This thing does have issues climbing, doesn't it? General rule of thumb, don't be an idiot. Easy. Did I miss it or did test flights not come up on screen? I don't know, did it not? There it is. Well, if it didn't come up, if it didn't come up before, it came up this time. It's like gears off. Ah, whatever. We don't have Chevy Rules, the master of gear handle here. What are those sound effects? They're built into the airplane. The cowling is about to fly open. I have a friend who flies for Frontier and was supposed to be on that, or supposed to fly that plane. How freaking crazy would that have been? Thankfully he didn't have to go. Oh dear. No beta contrails. No, I'm not running the beta right now. No beta for this guy. I'll run it once it's release candidate, but I have no interest in running betas.
Retard, retard, retard.
All right, nice good climb speed going here. Should make it 34, no problem. DJ Brett Adams, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, and thank you very much for your support. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. Lost Kiwi, good to see you, man. How you doing? I had my first solo 2 weeks ago, my second solo yesterday. Below minimums is awesome, dude. Congratulations. Exclamation point, win the gear handle. It fell off, so now it's yours. Everything must go. Dude, the first solo is pretty awesome, isn't it? Like it's a crazy feeling. Because it's like any idiot can go out and take a lesson, and I'm not calling anybody idiots, but anybody can go out and take a lesson and start to learn to fly. And it's such a cool accomplishment to be able to say I flew a plane by myself. Like it's such a small group of people that have been able to do that, that have had the opportunity, I should say, to do that. Because I think anybody can learn to fly a plane. Anybody, you can get anybody to solo, assuming that their bones and muscles and everything work properly and all that. But to actually,
Alaska 78, are you
I don't know.
still climbing?
A lot of people that don't do it.
No, we had to pick up some speed before we could climb anymore. We were decreasing speed.
Check your anti-ice. All right, we're at Mach 7.3 now. 4,000 feet to go. Nice 1,500 foot per minute climb rate. We're still doing well.
Going at 745 to pull it back more. We're at 6-9, sir.
That's 745 negative. You're okay.
Roger that. We're good to please.
United 717 give you faster.
United 717, just maintain normal speed. You're good.
717. With 3 of us going into Jackson Hole and the ILS being like gonna have to be used, we're gonna get holds up there. This will be fun. So the IL, it's 1 in, 1 out in Jackson Hole. So there will definitely be holds assigned as we get closer, or delay vectors, I guess. But knowing Brandon, he'll assign a hold. Jojo C, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Alaska 78, you still appear to be level at the same altitude, so come and maintain level 320. That's going to be your final altitude.
All right, we'll climb up to 320.
Retard, retard, retard.
Fly Coleslaw, thanks for 13 months, man. New name, Cole Freeman 95, no longer planning my long solar cross country at the moment, scheduled for 8 a.m. tomorrow. Dude, awesome, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Where are you going? Where's the long cross country going to take you? I didn't know you were soloing yet, dude. Congratulations. First solo full stop taxi backs. Never did them with my instructor, so my solo was the first time doing them. Did the first lap, landed. The guy in front of me also did one, but pulled into the run-up pad and sat on his phone. It was weird. Huh. Odd. Still can't post bits and emotes on the Twitch app. I did not know that. Stop watching the VOR. That's fine, man. Yeah, we're gonna end up holding at Meeker, so, or not. Sorry, we're gonna end up holding at Dunmore. If it happens, it's no big deal.
78 contact, Salt Lake City Center, 135.77.
I don't think this supports holds. No.
135.77 left.
Does it? I'm pretty sure you can't program a hold in this.
Seattle Center, good evening. Shanghai 575 at Libya, I-4 to send point.
What if I try to put one in? Yeah, it won't do it at all.
Seattle Center, clear from Sierra 59 Airport to Sierra to the Tango Airport.
Maybe someday.
1-2000. March frequency 132.6, squawk 4123, hope for release.
Clear to send point, maintain 1-2000.
John Bree, since I know you're working on instrument rating and was wondering if you had any tips for managing workload on approaches and standard holds. I feel like basic attitude flying is not that difficult until you have 4 things to manage. It's just practice, man. Practice, practice, practice. I still have. The last time I went flying with my instructor, I had a problem where I couldn't manage anything. Like it all went out the window. Honestly, this is where PilotEdge comes in. PilotEdge is huge in my opinion, for managing your workload. Just make sure we're not picking up any ice. Nah, we're good. Okay. Since I have no real way of telling if I got ice, check the data refs. Yeah, so like PilotEdge has been huge, man. Like that's my recommendation, is to just jump on and throw as many things as possible at you. Like the other day I was doing some flying in the 172, and I did this. I jumped on intentionally because I wanted to do, check ride / like hopefully final lesson prep. And I took off out of an airport. I planned a route that took me to 3 different airports, 3 different approaches, a VOR, an RNAV, and an ILS. And I hand flew the whole thing in the 172. So like I tried to put myself in the same position I'd be in the airplane. And like I felt like I did okay, but like it's just all practice, man. And just remember, aviate, navigate, communicate. So check your instruments, make sure the instruments look good. And then, okay, are we on track? Yep. Okay. And then what do I need to do next? Like communicate. And then always try to be 1 step ahead of the airplane is sort of the biggest thing. All right. 34,000. We can turn off the seatbelt sign. Yeah. Move about the cabin for a little bit. We got a half hour flight going here. But I've definitely found myself overwhelmed many times as I've gone through training. And I felt the same thing during my private as well. And I eventually got over most of it with my private. And I expect to get over most of it with my instrument as well. And part of it's just having the instructor sitting with me. Just I fly terrible when he's in the right seat. Like, it's just how it goes. Was lamenting how the Xbox Twitch app is still lacking. Oh, okay, I got you, man. That makes sense. He's going to have to give you a hold. You're going to have to say unable. Nah, dude, we can fly a hold. Like, he's going to give me a hold off the Dunmore VOR. So he's going to tell me probably hold east, right turns, and whatever else. So we'll fly a standard hold pattern off the VOR. I definitely do not need... I do not need the FMC to tell me how to do that. We'll have the autopilot on and all that, but we'll fly it pseudo manually. United 717's Mach 0.73.
United 717, roger, maintain Mach 0.71 or less.
Mach 0.71 or less, United 717. Damn you, Max. This is so he doesn't have to give us holds. All right, target speed 7.1 exact, so we'll let her slow it down a little bit. We'll bring the speed back just a touch. Matt, 1997 Eric, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. Did my flight safety badge come yet? Nah, it comes next week, Max. PE has a program where you can hire a CFI and do a shared cockpit flight. Different packages available. Decent prices.
Contact Salt Lake City Center, 135.77.
3577, United 717. Salt Lake City Center, United 717, flight level 340.
United 717, Salt Lake City Center, roger.
Roger. Okay.
745, maintain
P has a
Mach
program where you can
0.74.
hire a CFI, do shared cockpit flight, different packages available, decent prices versus oil price per hour. Yes. So you can hire a CFI through PilotEdge to fly your simulated flights along with you and give you instruction and pointers and whatever else. I actually met the CFI at Oshkosh this year. Super nice dude. Just had a baby last year too. Just really, really nice dude. Like I've never used that program, but my understanding is it's been used and it's been done. Like people have gotten stuff out of it. So it might be worth checking out. What's the max Mach number? I think we can do like 7.8. I think we could kick this all the way up to like 7.8, 7.9 before we'd be out of juice. Oops, overspeed and all that. But for now, we stuck here. Next week is finals week and Christmas break. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. I miss the excitement going into finals week. Just like the knowledge of like, man, I got to take these couple of tests and then I'm done. And I get like 3.5 weeks off, dude. I kind of miss that. Like I don't miss a lot of college, but I do kind of miss that feeling. Then again, I hated finals and tests and all that stuff. So it kind of throws that all out the window, but it is what it is. Space Dandy, good to see you. I would like to hear audio of the procedures required in case you were approaching an airport and just hit by an earthquake for those aircraft stuck in those holds. Well, yeah, that's an interesting scenario. Like it's no different than if a center goes ATC 0. Like Atlanta Center has gone offline a couple times, and I mean I don't know exactly how the pilots cope, but usually there's like I think backups and wotnot they can use. In the case of Anchorage, like they had to evacuate the control tower, so that was a bit weird.
4,000 for 1-2000.
Sky 525.
But I mean, lost comms are, lost comms. You fly your plan. You fly. It's like plan,
Sky 525, radar contact, 47 miles north, multiple path.
vectored, expected. I don't remember the exact order. I have to go. I have to go look that stuff up again. But like, there's an order of it. There's an order at which you fly. Worst case scenario, go to your planned alternate. If it's that bad. What was my major? My major was organizational leadership. I was a management major, essentially. Now we just had to worry about mortgages. I just paid mine today. Nothing like seeing an entire paycheck go out the window in 20 minutes. Assigned vectored expected file. There you go. I think. See, even he doesn't know. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Max. I was thinking about it from the other direction, but yeah, assigned vectored expected filed. Heading to London, New Groton first tomorrow, and then heading to Martha's Vineyard on the way back, stopping at the cafe in Groton. It's supposed to be great. Nice, dude. Let me know how Groton is. I've been trying to make it down to Groton, but every time I want to go down there, like the weather sucks, the winds suck, or like something is plotting against me to go down to that cafe. I've never been to Martha's Vineyard. I think Max has been there a couple times. Or I know Max has been there a couple times. That'd be sweet though, man. First, the long cross country, dude. The long cross country was fun. My weather was awful, but it was fun. It was very bumpy out the day that I went. Great work on the Sears Jet videos. Glad you enjoyed them, man. We had a lot of fun putting those together. Yeah. We'll get some, Max has got a whole bunch of new footage for me soon too, so we got all sorts of cool stuff coming up soon. Let's come off the wing here for a little bit. What do you say? Can't wait for my solo cross country. They're fun, dude. Like I don't get to fly solo, like actually by myself very often. And it's just super, super relaxing to be like, I have nothing to worry about, nobody to talk to, just me, the airplane, and whatever's out the window. Done a couple cross countries to Groton, beautiful approaches over the water. I heard someone get clearance to land and ask if the restaurant was open. Controller said no, so he just has to cancel the landing clearance. Nice. Jonathan Cordova, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Well, welcome aboard. Not much to see up here. Let's see what the weather's looking like up there. So Aspen's trending towards better. Jackson is trending towards worst. Worse.
Zoom normal speed.
2109 knots, 9 mile visibility.
745, resume normal speed.
Snow, overcast 700.
45.
They got normal speed, but it's gonna make me go slow. Ended up buying the track you guys used as well. Nice, man. Yeah, that was a cool song. That was one of my favorites. I think my favorite track so far though has been the first Cirrus video that we did, the little music video thing that was kind of the teaser. Like that song was one of those I didn't really get tired of it working with it, and just really enjoyed it. Yeah. Somebody likes dude. A lot of people like the music, man. It's funny. We were talking about this. Max and I and a few of the guys were talking about this before the stream started, and there's been a lot of comments on his channel of people that hate the music, and like. That's why I said, like, I understand that taste in music is subjective, but at the same time, like, why would, like, the number of people that are complaining about the freaking music it's astonishing to me. Like, especially the last one where it's 3.5 minutes of a 30-minute video, and this music is terrible and blah 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 blah. Like, one of the guys in our chat pointed out that it's like kind of the trendy thing right now to crap on, like, the meme thing, to kind of crap on that. A flying video with music, but like, what else are you gonna do? You know, you don't want to watch cruise at 27,000 feet for half an hour. So you're gonna speed things up. You're gonna show some transitions. You're gonna show some cool views. Throw it to some music, and then transition out of it. Like, you got to break the whole thing up anyway. If it was just like flying and then a break and then more flying, like, I don't know. It's been done. Bravo 11 Alpha, good to see it. Do you think it would see a major difference going to a 1070 from a 1060 in X-Plane? You would see a difference. I don't know how big it would be. I don't know. That's a good question. I think you might see more of a difference from the additional VRAM, but I wouldn't spend the money on a 10. Like, if you had a way of getting one super cheap, like for 100, 150 bucks or free maybe. But to go out and buy a 1070 at this point, like, I wouldn't worry about it. Like, if you want to get something, wait for the 20s to come down in price. The 1060, 1070 doesn't make any sense. 1060 to like a 1080 Ti would make sense. That would actually be something probably worth doing. But to go to a 1070, like, nah, I don't think so. Try flying across country when your controller and your controller fronts are working when you fly. I felt the old delay vector shuffle. Love the guys. Nice, dude. Who wants to listen to music? Yeah, right? Some people have to be snarky. Yeah, I know, man. It's how people are. I'm still running a GTX 10980 Ti. Well, the 980 Ti is actually not that far off of a 10. Like, the only difference between the 1080 Ti, the 980 Ti, and the 1070 is basically the VRAM. I think. Like, I think they're actually pretty comparable cards, and like power utilization and whatnot. I'm sure is different, but like the 10 series cards, man, like, the NVIDIA killed it with those things. They really knocked it out of the park. Good cards. Got to use the deep voice. Andy Flyer, how you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations, you're tired. Enjoy it. It goes fast. I know, man. It's been 2 weeks and she's already grown a lot. Like, it's crazy. Went from a 10...
717 to send a pound discretion, maintain 16,000, Jackson altimeter 263.
16,000, my discretion, United 717. All right, so we're cleared down to 16 discretion. Let's see. Let's plan for an approach here. Departing and arriving Jackson Hole. We'll plan for the ILS Zulu 19. Execute that. Let's try that again. KJAC. All right, let's do the 19. We'll put the TOCUD transition in there. And then we'll go to legs. And we'll just delete a whole bunch of stuff. Because we definitely not, like, we're not going to get anything before Dunwar. Watby, or Watboo. Dunwar, there we go. And then we'll plan for, let's plan for 13,000 at Dunwar. Perfect. So then we should get a VNAV, yeah. So our top of descent is 1703 fake Zulu. And current time is, where's the clock in this thing? Current time is 1653 fake Zulu, so we've got 10 minutes till top of descent. I'm still expecting to get a hold once we get up there, but that'll be assigned to us by one of the approach controllers for Jackson. What does my shirt say? That's right. We have information whiskey. My son is now 2, runs a house. Holy crap, dude. Remember when your son was born a couple years ago, Indy? That's crazy. Neo Matrix, good to see you. Welcome aboard. We're using X-Plane 11 tonight. Flash 23, happy Friday. B Farney, it's good to see you, Ben. How you doing, man? I want a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot shirt. That's good, too. Actually, I wore this shirt. I wore this shirt while flying commercially one time. I was flying Southwest. And I got on the plane, and the head flight attendant looks at me, and he's like, "Are you? Please tell me you're not a pilot." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a pilot. I fly privately." And he says, "Here, wait a second." He yells into the cockpit. He yells at the pilots. He says, "Hey guys!" And they're like doing checklists and all this stuff, and they kind of look back, and they're like, "You know what?" He's like, "You got to see this shirt." So I showed the shirt. The pilots just died. Like they just started laughing at me. I don't know if they were making fun of me.
But you've passed class now, okay? And you just now got the approach clearance. So you're now 3 miles past class.
I don't know if they were making fun of me or if they legitimately thought it was funny or they were just annoyed. But I got a good chuckle out of them. And then the flight attendant damn near gave me a high five on my way out of the plane when we got to our destination that night. It was good stuff. When was that? What trip was that? That might have been Oshkosh. No, it wasn't Oshkosh.
Yeah, I do. There's not too big of a difference in angle between going direct and starting the approach. But
I don't remember what trip that was. Yeah, whatever. I think it was Oshkosh.
Retard.
How many times pilots has to ask people to change call signs? Everybody can run Steve-O's call sign. Like one person at a time can run the call sign, but it's fine. Hey, Smarts, thank you very much for 19 months support. Says, I'm actually at home for the stream. Too bad it's a 6 day. Ah, dude, I hope you feel better. But hey, happy Friday, man. Welcome aboard.
Sky 525, Roger. Have a good night.
I don't like Southwest. I'd prefer to fly JetBlue. Like, I actually hate Southwest. However, for the trips that I usually fly Southwest a couple times a year because they're the only ones with direct flights from Indianapolis or from Boston to Indianapolis. And, for several of my trips this year, they were like significantly cheaper. Like I got to Vegas and back for like $450, whereas everybody else was charging like 600 plus. So like it was a matter of sort of convenience and cost and all that stuff. So I really don't like Southwest. The staff is fantastic. Everybody's super nice. They're always happy. They're always chipper. But I hate the cattle call. I hate the boarding process. I just hate that experience. And I hate like the anxiety that you get as you are going, the anxiety that you get as you're getting to, as you're like on a connection, you have to get a connecting flight. And you're like, am I going to...
17, amend assigned altitude, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 180.
Flight level 180, my discretion, United 717.
Correction, maintain flight level 190.
190, United 717.
Yeah, it's 7:45, starting our descent, sir.
At 10:45.
So yeah, I fly Southwest as a matter of necessity, not as a matter of choice. I'd fly JetBlue everywhere possible if I could. JetBlue. The cattle call sums it up perfectly. That's how I feel, man. Zeke, take it easy. I started flying Delta because they happen to be the cheapest operator on the route I fly every year.
19 approach, and look at the weather for your left 78.
BH Wild, good to see you. Please describe the cattle call. Give me 1 second, Torb. We will talk about the cattle call. Happy Friday, buddy. You took Southwest from Ontario. I guess the SID we were taking that night, and the flight crew was impressed. Told him I was a flight simmer. That's awesome, dude. That's funny. Yeah, so like I don't know. I prefer JetBlue. Like it depends on like it kind of depends on where you live and like what the hubs and whatnot look like. So Boston has like traditionally been like United heavy and American heavy, but now it's like JetBlue is taken over. So I can get to a lot of places via JetBlue. The problem is like the number one airport I fly to every year, Indianapolis, they don't operate there. I'm like, God damn it. Pardon my language, but so the Southwest cattle call. So Southwest does not do assigned seating. It's like getting on a bus, and you can sit in any seat. So to handle that, the way they do it is that you have a boarding, you have a number, right? So there's A, B, and C groups. There's 3 groups, and within those groups there are 1 through 60. And so your boarding pass has a number. That is literally your place in line to jump on this airplane. So I find with Southwest that you get a lot of infrequent flyers, a lot of inexperienced flyers, and a lot of people that like think that they're amazing people because they get to sit wherever they want. And it's sort of the attitude that Southwest purveys with the, you can have that seat, you can have that seat, and whatever else. So when you're in the cattle call, it's like they basically herd you in. You have to jump in a line. You wait in line. And like people come up to you like, what's your number? Oh, I'm supposed to be in front of you. And they like stick their nose up in the air and get this attitude. I'm like, really, man? It doesn't happen, all the time. But you definitely I definitely bumped into people like that where it's like, my number is higher than yours. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. So it's an interesting system, but the major downside to it is that if you're on a connecting flight, you are still bound by whatever the hell your number is. And if you happen to be unlucky enough to have a late connection, like let's say that you roll in like 20 minutes before the flight's supposed to, the gate's supposed to close. The problem is that now your A boarding pass has probably turned into a C boarding pass, and you're going to be getting a middle seat. And basically, like if you're in the late B's or the C's, like especially if you're in C's, like you're almost guaranteed you're not sitting with your friends. And if you're in late C's, you're getting a middle seat. Like there's no question about it. So yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings on Southwest. Like I hate that airline. I really do. They think they're more important than they are. There you go. Southwest is a terminal in St. Louis, but I usually fly United or Delta because my parents have a lot of miles saved up. Yeah, I actually flew through St. Louis on Southwest this past year. Food options were pretty terrible. All right. Let's go ahead and start ourselves down now. So we're clear down to 19,000 feet. We'll pull this guy down. 18K. Take ourselves out of VNAV. Go vertical speed. And down at 2,000 feet per minute. Our speed in the descent, we're looking for 0.71 or probably like 290 or so is my guess. So I'll watch for that, and we'll do a changeover at some point. B2, welcome aboard. They used to ignore the number as far as order of boarding goes only by group. Yeah, they changed to a numeric system years ago. Like they have these pillars. They have these pillars stood up that are like, these 5 numbers this way, these 5 numbers this way, these 5 this way. So you stand up next to the pillar, and the number is 100% what matters. Like they put you in line in order. And that's a huge improvement over just here's an A pass, here's a B pass, here's a C pass. Because like you could have an A pass still get stuck at the end and still kind of get screwed on your seat. But you can spend up to $30. Now they raised the price, by the way. You can spend up to like 25 or $30 a flight per person to have them check you in early. So they can check. So it's all based on when you check in for your flight. So if you check in 24 hours ahead of your flight, you're probably going to get like a low to mid B pass. If you pay them extra money, though, they will happily let you check in 36 hours prior to your flight automatically. So basically it becomes the order that you bought your ticket in at that point. So you can give them $30 and guarantee yourself an A slot. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so crazy. But you get 2 free bags. You know, like I said, the staff is super nice. Like, I don't know. It's a trade-off. Fireburb Who, welcome aboard. Xylo, welcome aboard. I love everything about Southwest besides the boarding process. I mean, that's what they base so much of their stuff around. I like Southwest because if I need flexibility, they can allow me to cancel the flight for free. Yep, and that's cool stuff too. Like we booked Southwest going out to Los Angeles this past September because we knew that we could cancel if we had to. Because my wife was going to be like 8 months pregnant. Kyokin, we're moving our gates at Boston to low B. They're trying to move the neon AA logo sign, but it's old. Is American getting kicked out by Southwest? Because I know American shares part of Terminal A with Southwest. And I get the feeling Southwest wants to grow itself in Boston. I flew an American back in August, and it was a bit of a train wreck, not because of American, but just because of the circumstances. But I ended up on this Monday morning flight out of Dallas, and I think there were 65 people that got upgraded. Like, there were 65 people on that flight, and I looked at the screen and whatnot. They got priority boarding because of the sheer number of business travelers and whatnot that were going that day. Like, that was insane to me.
You want 745 to go to 3325.
One of the last times I flew Southwest was on a flight. I was the only one who did that. When I got to sit in the plane or stay on the plane. Yeah, when we went to Vegas for Flight Sim Expo, I got to stay on the plane in Denver, and I took an exit row seat. Like I take the Southwest first class that has the huge legroom whenever I can.
Delta 6762.
Firebird, have a good night.
Tower after departure, turn left heading 295, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
American. Oh, American's B. Sorry, Delta is an A. Gotcha. Right. Thank you. I forgot. I've never flown Delta out of Boston, or American for that matter, out of Boston.
Yeah, sorry, we're doing about Mach 002. Give it to me, let's go.
United 745.
All right, let's go. Transition to 288.
United 745, hold east of the Dunwar VOR.
Here it comes.
270 radial. Left turns. Maintain 16,000. Expect further clearance at 0215.
Alright, sir, we'll hold east on the 270 radio of Don Noir, left turn 16 on the K on the up to United 745. How long of a delay are we looking? We're fuel, we'll put fuel low.
I wouldn't expect more than one turn.
Alright.
So he got a hold. I'm going to get a hold too. Delta has a large Boston presence. Took a 767 a couple years ago, Boston to Atlanta. It was the first and only time I've been on a domestic wide body. That's crazy, man.
At 717, got some holding instructions here. Well, you due to IFR traffic into Jackson, advisory to copy.
I figured as much. Ready to copy, United 717.
At 717, hold east of the Dunwar VOR on the 270 radio left turns. Maintain flight level 190. You can expect further clearance at 0245.
Okay, hold east of Dunwar, VOR, 270 radio, left turns, flight level 190, and we'll expect further clearance 0215, United 717.
United 717, Roger. And I suspect it won't actually take that long.
All good. We brought plenty of gas.
Roger. Hope somebody plans appropriately around here.
Dispatch in Houston was having a bad day.
All right. So we're going to hold off the Dunwar VOR.
That is 745, center maintain 15,000.
All right, so we're holding
now,
east,
United
left
745.
turns. Let me think about how this is supposed to go.
717, descend and maintain 16,000.
16,000 United 717.
Delta 6716, heavy contact departure.
And Center United 717, do you want us to amend our holding instructions for 16,000?
United 717, affirmative, descend and maintain 16,000.
Okay, 16,000 United 717. Do 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 do. What are the maximum speeds for a hold? 265 knots.
Delta 6716, Salt Lake City departure, roger. Turn left heading
All right.
2905 immediately.
So we are going to come in. We're going to hold to the left side. That's going to put us flying towards Dunwar. 27 radio inbound. So we're going to make ourselves a nice, oh, I don't know, parallel entry it looks like. We'll fly up onto Dunwar for a minute, and then we'll bring ourselves back in, and we'll hold left. Parallel, teardrop, parallel. Nah, it's going to be parallel. Cool.
Alaska 78.
We could almost fly a direct entry on this one,
Alaska
honestly.
78, radar service terminated. Contact Jackson Tower 118.07.
Should we fly direct? No, we should fly a direct entry here, shouldn't we? Yeah, we'll fly a direct entry in the hold. Yeah, right. Okay, we don't need to do parallel or anything. Cool. Easy enough. So what we want to do then is tune into the Dunmore VOR at 117.2.
Tower runner, not in sight, and 180 at 900.
117.2. And course is going to be 270.
United 745, reducing the holding speed.
At 745, roger. At 717, disregard. At 717, I'm not sure if I told you before, you can resume.
Normal speed, United 717. Jackson Hole. Actually, Jackson Hole's VFR right now. 10 miles, fuel clouds 2400, scatter 2900. Altimeter 2963. All right. Cool. Durka, thank you very much for 23 months of support, Brendan. Hey, bud. Hope you and the family are well. We're doing fantastic, man. Thank you very much. Cheers to you, buddy. So you had like 200 plus people watching you earlier today, man. Oxbox, welcome aboard.
Delta 67.
Ballistus Park, welcome aboard.
Cleared direct.
Ballisty Spark. Leighton 23, good to see you, man. Thank you very much for 8 months of support, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy.
Delta 6716, heavy climb and maintain flight level 230.
Had a raid, nice, dude. Congratulations. Well, we're coming into Jackson Hole. We're about to go fly a hold. So I'm gonna have to pay attention here. So let's go sync up our heading bug. We'll go to heading mode. And then we'll change to VOR. Shit, once we get to Dunmore, we'll change to VOR. Do I have DME? I do have a DME on this, okay. Actually, if I change that now, what does that do for us? Should bring ourselves back to holding speed.
Sending at 745.
At 745?
Yeah, just how long we left for the hold? Just our FMC just took a nap and just lost all our displays, so I just didn't know how long we should plan to hand fly for.
At 745, I'll tell you what, the other aircraft is just about down now. Turn left heading 170, just expect a vector back to Dunmore. By the time we do that, you'll be good to go.
Okay, as we start to approach the Dunmore VOR, we're going to make a left turn all the way to 180, or sorry, 090. We'll start that about probably 4 DME, we'll call it. We got some precip now. Let's go anti-ice back on.
At 745, center maintain
265 knots is our hold speed.
745.
Cool. I don't think I've ever seen a streamer fly a hold. It could be worse, right? Win the Jackson hold.
That is 745, turn left, heading 080.
He's on heading
It is looking
745.
gnarly down there. Holy crap. Okay, let's actually when we're on the outbound leg, we'll brief this hold. Three DME, let's start the left turn. Going all the way back to 090.
That is 745, correct, Dunmore, cross Dunmore, outer above. Correction at 14,000, cleared ILS to runway 19 approach.
Brief the approach on the outbound leg.
Left direct, Dunmore at 14. We're cleared the Isla Zulu 19, unit 745.
Okay, there's the change from.
Delta 1092, Fresno Clearance, good evening, cleared to Denver Airport.
There's 090.
Red Vectors Clovis, and then it's filed. Maintain 10.
Okay, let's start with the ILS Zulu localizer, Zulu, or ILS Zulu, runway 19 approach, Jackson Hole. We're going to tune ILS frequency 109.1, approach course will be 187. We've got 6,300 feet of landing to work with, 6,451 feet for the touchdown zone. Tower 18075. We know the tower will not be able to see us till we get nice and close to him. So we got that. We'll be expecting the Jackson, or the Dunmore VOR. Dunmore VOR will be at or above 11,000 feet. And then we'll go to ZBIV and down from there. Minimum city are going to be 200 feet AGL and 3/4 mile visibility. In the event of a missed approach,
That is 717, descend and maintain 15,000. Be advised there's another aircraft over Dunmore at 14,000, supporting moderate icing.
okay, 15,000. We keep that in mind, 717. Okay, 15,000 feet, vertical speed. Down a touch. Okay, in the event of a missed approach, climb 6,900 feet, climbing right turn to 14,000 feet on the Jackson VOR DME 192 to the Kissney intersection. So basically, we're going to climb straight ahead. We're going to intercept this localizer outbound, and we'll go from there. If we have to fly the missed approach, we'll figure it out in the process. Paddle Out, thank you very much for 4 months of support. The Tier 2 subscription. I do appreciate it, Paddle Out. Welcome back. Thanks as always for quality entertainment. Well, thank you very much for your support, man. Cheers.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 6716 with you, autofoil 194.
Delta 6716.
Okay, there's the rollout. We got 1 minute on the clock.
340, Delta 6716.
And that is 745, did you call?
There we go. 1 minute on the clock now.
Bravo ATC.
Right. I mean, that's a matter of opinion, but...
Touche.
Okay. We'll fly this for a minute, then we'll turn back inbound. I have to tune in everything once we get going because we don't have a standby nav in here, and we're currently using the nav to actually navigate. It's 55 seconds. Here's 60 seconds. We'll turn back 270. We'll turn back and intercept this VOR. So we have to wait for him to get in and land. Probably Jackson Tower will be nice. We can tune that in. 18075. .07, there you go. Oh yeah. How many streamers how many streamers have you seen fly a hold?
At 1045, can you say your altitude on your scope, please?
Indicates 9,600.
Really? All right, we're stuck at 11,000 here. We might have an issue.
At 745, roger. You're just going to be leaving my area now. So your radar services are terminated. Contact Jackson Tower 118.07.
All right, 1807, yeah, 745. Say your altitude one more time before we leave you.
8,900 indicated.
Okay, so we're looking for this intercept here.
745.
We'll just turn into it a little bit so we get the intercept.
United 717, I suspect you'll need to do just one more turn.
United 717, roger. Okay, there we go. Bring her in. We're going to overshoot it just a touch. That's all right. We should end up pretty good here. Really enjoy this stream. Haven't bought X-Plane yet. Learning a lot. Nice, dude. Well, happy to help. We drink beer and have a good time. That's kind of the goal.
United,
overshoot this just a touch.
Jackson Tower winds 190.
Perfect.
10, runway
So we fly this now until we get station crossing, and then we do it one more time.
That is 1045, roger.
We're gonna reset our chronometer. Turn right a touch.
Again, at 1045, you know, based on his position right now, it's not actually that
All right.
that helpful, but I appreciate it.
Coming up on station crossing, 2.5 miles VME. So wait for this arrow to turn down, and then we'll reach start the turn to 270 or 090. Sorry. Just let that go ahead and go out there. Do 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 do. Okay, full deflection. That's fine. We're not worried about that. There goes station crossing. Make a left turn now to 090. There we go. And off we go. That's not too bad, right? Yeah, we'll take it. All right, so I imagine on the way back in, he's going to clear us to Dunwar, then clear us on the approach. When the pedo heats. Braking action's moderate. Good to know. Make sure you take your controller. Right now is about the time it gets really busy at work. All my coworkers are probably hating life right now, and I'm chilling watching Cat. Yeah. ACC Original, good to see you. Screw them all. Welcome aboard. We are flying X-Plane. This is riveting content, I know. You should expect only the best from me. Once we roll out here, we'll jump down to the FMC and plan our approach.
That is 745, left unable taxi via Alpha to the ramp for maintenance frequency.
All right, so he just got out. Got down, I should say, which means I should get released here in a second from the hold.
717. And you're clear direct Dunwar, cross Dunwar at or above 14,000, cleared ILS Zulu runway 19 approach.
Direct Dunmore at or above 14,000, cleared ILS Zulu runway 19 approach, 717. Okay, let's go legs. We'll just turn back direct to Dunwar. We know it's going to be this way, so we'll turn to course knob, figure out about where it's going to be. It's about right there or so. Let's do that. And then let's go to speed, bring that back down to 180 knots. We'll start getting ourselves slowed. Cross Dunmore at above 14,000. Vertical speed down a touch. Let's come down here. Init ref, index, approach. We're going to land flaps 30. 138 knots. And we're going to plan for 138 to 143 for our speeds. Okay, so let's then take you out here to map. Go back to the Dunwar intersection, or Dunwar VOR. So we'll fly back towards Dunwar and just continue to turn here, and then we'll go back into LNAV mode. So we can do that now. So LNAV there. And then we're going to tune into Dunwar 109.1. Or no, sorry, tune into the ILS 109.1. And a course of 187. So after we cross Dunwar, we get down to 11,000 feet. Start getting some flaps out. Go flaps 5. Anti-ice is on. Landing lights can come on now. Igniter's on. Wing lights on. Overhead panel. Good, 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 good. Let's go speed brake armed. And auto brake 1. Actually, we'll do auto brake 2 coming in here. We get down to 11,000 feet now to send. After ZBIV, we can go down to 9,800 feet. Curious. Here's the chart that we're flying. So ZBIV, and then ZOSAV below 200 knots, and then in from there. We're going to intercept. Eventually, we'll intercept this ILS and bring it in. Bravo 11 Alpha here for 2 months. He says, would like a longer streak, but Amazon doesn't auto sub. Love your channel. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for the sub. I do appreciate it. Cheers. Mike Zulu Hotel, good to see you. Now we get to go down. Oh, we got plenty of time to slow down, Kyokin. Don't you worry about a thing.
Delta 1092 Fresno ground, runway 29 right, taxi. Bravo 3, Bravo.
So he's starting to break up a little bit here, but he'll hand us off the tower in a moment.
Delta 1092 via Bravo 3, Bravo.
Okay, so we'll go down 9,800. A little bit here. So try to get the 9,800 bar close to ZOSAV. This is kind of intense. That's what I was hoping to fly tonight, man. I really wanted to have one of these this evening. Okay, there's the turn in there. 9,800. So the intercept, final approach intercept is going to be 8,000 at Yugsu. At Wamru 8,700, and that's what will intercept the localizer. I do have a glide slope. I do have a localizer, so we're good there. Have I thrown my trillion beers away? Nah, dude. I drank one today. Might have another one later. I don't think I'll be going back there for a while, but I'm not going to throw away the beers I already have. That'd be a waste. Ah, this is intense, man. This is so cool.
Cessna, wish to call sign Cessna calling for radio check here.
Okay, 8,700 after this.
At 717, radar service terminated. Contact Jackson Tower 118.1. 107.
1807, 717. Jackson Tower United 717, ILS 19er Zulu. Okay, 80,700 now.
717 Jackson Tower, wind 100 at 10, runway 19.
Good to land runway 19er United 717. Okay, Wamaru is going to be the intercept point, so let's go nav mode on. How do we do that? VOR
25.
Loc.
President Tower Delta 92 will be ready to go tender.
And 140 knots. Kick the gear down.
Delta 1092,
No
Fresno
precip,
Tower.
so we can turn the anti-ice off.
Fly runway heading, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
Right, clear for takeoff, runway heading Delta 92.
Okay, localizer's engaged. Just flaps 10, let's go flaps 15. Okay, VOR lock activated. Let's go approach mode now. Approach glide slope is gray. All right, 7 miles to go. We'll go flaps 30. Okay, gear down 3 green. Flaps down. Indicated. Lights are set. Mission's on. Speed brake's armed. Auto brake is armed. Runway's in sight. Clearance has been received. You know what time it is?
Delta 1092, contact departure.
Your departure Delta 92.
And, sorry, did I miss a call from somebody else?
Jackson Ground United 431, I-4 Salt Lake City.
And at 431 Jackson Ground, clearance on close.
It's not going to give me a flight director for the approach, is it?
Delta 1092, Fresno
Of course
departure,
not, right? Would it?
contact, clear direct Clovis, through navigation. United 431 Jackson Ground, cleared to Salt Lake City Airport, Alpine 2 departure, kick knee, then as filed. Maintain 15,000, expect button 280, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25.
Here, flaps.
1,000.
1000's checked.
Clear Salt Lake, altitude departure, kick knee, then as filed. 15, expect 28 after 10. 133.25 and 1643 on this rocket at 431.
Then at 431, read back correct.
Mins are what? 60, 655, 51, 200 feet AGL. I missed flying this plane.
$500.
500's checked.
$400. $300.
100 above.
Minimum.
In sight, continue landing.
$100. Traffic. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Retard, retard, retard.
Everybody's a comedian. Yeah.
1092, climb and
That
maintain
was
15,000.
satisfying.
Contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Jackson Tower, United 717, clear Alpha 1 for the terminal.
United 717, Jackson Tower. Back to the ramp via Alpha remains frequency.
Ramp Alpha, your frequency, United 717. They're cleaned up. Turn the lights off. We bring the flaps in, speed brakes in, turn the auto brake off, turn the APU on, set the lights up, turn the strobe off too while we're at it. I'm glad I used 2, right? Yeah. I knew that 1 wasn't going to be enough coming in there because it never is.
1092, Oakland Center, climb and maintain level 300.
It's only 6,300 foot runway. Like the end of that runway comes up a lot quicker than you expected.
American 405, IFR KGPI. We have Juliet.
American 405, Jackson Clearance on request. American 405, cleared to the Glacier Park Airport, Alpine
we'll
2
take
departure,
7.
Idaho Falls transition, and then it's file. Climb via SID, accept, maintain 15,000. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 6017.
Hi, American 405, we're clear up to GPI and Alpine 2 departure, Idaho Falls transition, then spot. Climb via the SID, except maintain 15,000,
Park brake pole.
departure squawk 6017.
APU, off, auto, or open, sorry.
Los Angeles Center 124.62.
Turn you off and you off. Anti-collision light can come off. Ground mode. And everything looks good on the overhead panel.
431 Jackson grounds.
Yeah, and kill the engines. All right. Remember, Papa, good to see you. I had to add a lot of brakes there at the very end. I thought we were going off the end for a second. Every time I come into Jackson, it's like, man, there's not a lot of runway here. Well, that was fun. Why is my right engine or left engine? Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen. That was good. Robert, 5862, welcome aboard. Euphoric Rager, good to see you. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. I'm not sure if we fly the 757 there anymore. I have no idea. I'd be the wrong person to ask. Space Dandy, thank you very much for 12 months, man. I can't believe it's been a year already. Worth every penny so far. Butter. Thank you very much, Space Dandy. I appreciate it, buddy.
Retard.
Aviator Alexander, thank you very much for 7 months of support. I do appreciate it, man. Cheers to you. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? All right, folks. You know the drill. I'm going to step away for a moment. Go say goodnight to my wife and, you know, take care of some stuff. So I'll be back in a few minutes. If you guys are taking off, thank you very much for joining me tonight. If you're sticking around, flight number 2 will have us going up to Glacier Park, dealing with potentially some more weather. So we'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be right back. Kyle, have a good night. Dirk, take it easy, man. Just so you know, I had to look up hold speeds. None of this usually applies to the kind of flying that I do. All right, let's do some flight planning here. Flight number 2. UEL 717 KJAC to KGPI. SEZ? GEG. No. That's not a legal alternate. Just call Yakima our alternate. And we're Boeing 733. Good, 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 good. All that stuff's fine. Alpine 2, good. Punch that in there, looks good. It's been a crazy flight heading up there. Mr. Chow, thank you very much, man. How you doing tonight? Happy Friday. Yeah, dude, I totally didn't know Boston was doing their thing tonight. Like, we were looking for flights to do, and the weather was crappy out west, so we made the decision to fly out here. If I'd realized or if I'd known that Boston was doing some stuff tonight, I probably would have just jumped over there. Because there is some crappy weather on the East Coast as well, but nothing like this today. To be fair, like, that's one of the coolest flights I've done on Pilot or done to date. Oh yeah, holy crap, dude, it's lit up. Plus, I don't know, man. The last couple times I've done VATSIM FNOs have been like... I know the Boston guys are good, but I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. All right, that's done. Let's scroll down here. PilotEdge pre-file. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Kill those. Go file. All right. Oh, boy. Oh boy. 2, 3, 4.
Retard, retard, retard.
Where's he going? Oh, Salt Lake City. Okay. It's going to be a night, man. CBW Gaming, thank you very much for 6 months of support. Says, thanks for creating such a great content. Well, thank you for watching such great content. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. When he was little, he knew he was born the last day of November, so he said to everyone he was born on the 31st of November. Oh, your brother. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's still the 30th here. It's 9:22 p.m. right now, so we still got some time. All right. Let me get the GPI, the old 4-flight programmed here, and then we'll get going. Look at that. KJAC. Procedure. Departure. Alpine 2. I think we're taking that to Idaho Falls. Yes. And then DBS. J9. DLN. MSO. JOLEC. Direct. GPI. That's the flight. Some plates in here. KJAC, data diagram, Alpine 2, back, GPI, airport diagram. Probably gonna need the ILS 02. We'll plan for that. It's a backup. Let's check out the GPS Zulu. So let's see here. If we put the GPS 30, I'm not RNP capable. Piper Hawk, thank you very much.
Birthday time.
Piper Hawk, thank you very much for the bits, man. I do appreciate it. Cheers to you, buddy. Ryu Sakama, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Trey. Yep, you made it for flight number 2. Just figuring out, first of all, if we can get in here. All right, so this will take me down to 500 feet. The other one goes, the ILS goes down to 200 feet. Okay, so it's a standard ILS. And the weather conditions up there are currently, it's marginal VFR, so we should be okay. Winds are calm, 10-mile visibility, overcast 2300, so that's fine. And they're forecast to churn IFR. So the forecast to go broken 900, broken 1500 by 11 o'clock here. So we've got another hour and a half until this kicks in. Potentially the weather gets worse. Okay, Jackson Hole I think is trending towards better. Jackson 2304 knots, 10-mile visibility, scattered 3600, broken 6500. Cool. All right. Cool. Let's then pause that. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for sticking around. Flight number 2 tonight. We're making our way out of Jackson Hole up to Glacier Park. Chasing a little bit of weather out there today. If you missed the first flight, you missed a doozy. We got a hold coming into Jackson here. And it was pretty it's a pretty sweet approach, but I don't say so myself. Did all right. But here we are. So let's go ahead and call up ground. Jackson ground's 2455. 2455. Boom. We got a clearance. Jackson Ground, good evening. United 717 I-4 Glacier Park.
United 717 Jackson Ground, clear to the Glacier Park Airport, Alpine to departure, Idaho Falls transition, and then as filed, climb via the SID, accept maintain 15,000, expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 5616.
Good Glacier Park, Alpine 2, Idaho Falls, as filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 15,000, 360 within 10. Departure 133.25, squawk 5616, United 717.
United 717, read back correct.
Okay. All right, let's get people and fuel loaded in here. 1 second.
Retard, retard, retard.
Legacy 2039, thank you for 2 months. J-Hole for the win. I don't know what that means, but cheers. Appreciate it. Serious snow with real mountains. Yeah, no kidding, man. It's good stuff out here. All right, so let's get people and fuel loaded in here. We're going to go to ground services. And... block fuel is 17.8. Boy, that's a lot of gas. 17.8 instant. And then our zero fuel weight is 98.6. Okay, good there. All right, come down here. And we'll go to the route page. We're going to go KJAC to KGPI. Route. Departing, arriving, departing, KJAC 19, Alpine 2, Idaho Falls. And then route. Next page. There we go. DBS, DBS. And we're taking J9. J9. We're taking that down to DLN, DLN. And from there, we're going to go to MSO. And from there, we go to JOLEC. Okay. And we're good from there. Activate that, execute that. Hit it ref. And now we need to pull our numbers back up here. Gross weight's 116.5. And our zero fuel weight is 98.6. And our reserves for this flight are going to be 4.8. Cost index, 16. Good. Cruising altitude, 360. Nope, 16. Let's keep that. 360 on the cost index. And then we're not going to derate at all. This will be a full power takeoff. Cool. Put you away. And we will do one more time, flaps 15 on the takeoff. It's because it is here, and here is kind of crazy. So that's going to be V1 132, V rotate 133, V2 140, 140 flat. Trim 3.4. We'll set that real quick, so that's down here. Trim is currently 4-ish. That's about 3.4 right there. Move up to the glare shield. Let's talk about the departure real quick, and then we will get all this stuff going. Alpine 2 departure out of Jackson Hole says, on departure, intercept the 192 radio out of the Jackson VOR, fly that out at DME 27, the Kissney intersection, and then make a right turn to Idaho Falls. Cross Kissney at or above 15,000 feet. How did that put this in the FMC? I think it might have done it okay. No, it did not. So we're gonna do this ourselves. So Jackson's 15.4. So we'll just plan on flying this ourselves. So 15.4 right there. And the outbound course is gonna be 192. And we'll put you into VOR loc mode. There we go. Should we just put it like this? No, whatever. VOR loc, it's fine. Once we're established on this, we'll go to the FMC. We'll go direct to Kissney, and then we'll go from there. So Kissney at about 1,000 or 15,000 feet. The instructions were climb via. So okay, so 192 on the heading then, and our airspeed is going to be V2 plus 15, so we'll call it 165. Good. And the initial altitude is climb via static state maintain 15,000, so up to 15,000 feet. Okay, set. Down to the transponder. And the transponder is 5616, 5616. Check, on. Good. Okay, FMC is set up, speeds have been set up. Clear shield is set. Transponder is set. Let's get some frequencies in here. 2455 and 1807.
Climb via the SID. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 4677.
Okay.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want
Hey, it's that guy
3506
again.
Tango is cleared to Boeing Field via the Kent 8. Radar vectors, then direct. Climb via the SID, frequency 119.2, squawk 4677.
3506 Tango, read back correct.
Okay, get our pushback planned. We'll give ground a call up here once the push is ready to go. Jackson weather altimeter is 263. 263 is set. So we're good.
That at 431, roger.
Okay, red panel's fine. We'll go seatbelt sign on. And once we start to push, we'll go ahead and start the engine up. Change your zero fuel weight accidentally. 98.6. If this isn't exact, it's fine. Oh. All right, thank you. We fixed that. Not a big deal. That wouldn't actually change much. Because it's all based on gross weight anyway.
The doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
You bet we are. those all real? Are those all actual people? I think they are.
Ground United 745, we're at gate 5, push and start into Alpha, we have Juliet.
Two guys on top of each other. What I'm assuming is a citation, and then that's Southwest 73. Oh, man. Making a bad night for the controller tonight.
American 405, Jackson ground, push on Alpha approved.
Got some popcorn. Oh, dude,
Push
nice.
is approved now, American
I go for some
405.
popcorn.
Toes connected, bypass pens and service.
Mike D, the dev, welcome
Parking
aboard.
brake when you're ready to go.
What are we at? Gate 7. Jackson ground, good evening. United 717, gate 7, request push.
United 717, Jackson ground, push onto Alpha is approved.
Push Alpha, United 717. Okay, here we go.
Here comes the pushback. Line them up.
Start with engine number 2. Okay. And we got pressure. Actually, the pressure is a touch low. So we can close the isolation valve. We'll start with the left engine. Oh, you know what? The pressure's low because the packs were on. Yeah, that gets us up there to 40-ish. We need 36.
Ground
I think it's 36 for
excuse me,
engine start.
American 405, is someone slowing on the ramp?
I'm going to go with yes.
Stand by.
I think someone's surfing on the ramp here.
You got a beach jet under me.
American 405, I don't see that. I see, got the United pushing back to your right there. It looks like there is a 737 mating with the Challenger on the north side of the ramp. Beyond that, nothing else looks weird.
Nah, you missed it. It's alright. It's all good.
Completely normal. Don't worry. Hey, Max, are you going to try to push ahead of me? 737 mating with a Challenger. I like it. And that's where Cessnas are, how Cessnas are born. Plain sex equals demonetized. Haven't noticed there's still a new flight sims. That's all good, man.
431 cross Carter at and
None of us
maintained
actually
by
know what the hell we're
190.
doing, so it's fine. Alright. I don't know what it's doing here. Uh-oh. It's trying to get us straight. It's straight enough. Just pull the park brake. Start engine number 1. Yeah! I got some air on that one.
Delta 1092. Delta 1092, approve as requested.
Oh no. I broke the pushback. Guess we'll just let it go and do its thing. Usually if you pull the brake, it'll stop.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Okay, there we go.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Thank you, good guy. Pushback tug. Block the taxiway, then crossbleed start. That's a max. Well, that's a max move right there for you. Miles 2112, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're doing well. Oxbox, happy Friday. ASMR. Yeah. Hey.
Jackson ground, good evening. Southwest 1197 IFR to Glacier Park.
Southwest 1197 Jackson ground, clear to Glacier Park Airport, Alpine 2 departure, Idaho Falls transition.
All right, good.
Climb via the city,
Good.
maintain 15,000. Expect bottle of 36010 minutes after departure.
And we're
Departure
disconnected.
frequency
Signal and pin on the right. Take
Good.
it easy and have a safe
This time we're
flight.
going to 36.
405.
And Glacier Park's altitude,
Clear to Glacier, Southwest 1197, clear to Glacier Park, Alpine 2 departure.
2977.
Transition that is filed, climb via City, except maintain, I believe that was 15,000. Gonna have to repeat that one for me. Check flight level.
Good. Flight.
Please repeat the climbing instructions for Southwest 1197.
Southwest 1197. Clear to the Glacier Park Airport.
1, 2,
Alpine
5,
departure.
10, 15.
Idaho Falls transition, and then as filed, climb via the SID, accept, maintain 15,000.
Ivan 74, good to see you, man. Kitchen GB, Justin, how's it going, buddy?
After departure. Departure frequency 133.25.
That was a tie pushback, yeah.
Stand by here, squawk 7025.
I still maintain the Game Grumps ASMR of the 10-minute power hour is freaking hilarious. High altitude flaps. Yeah, we got 6,700 feet, and we got to get a good climb rate going, so. Like, we're not super high, but we're high enough that I'm going to go to 15.
Let me cancel that clearance for Southwest 1197. My hand is crapping out on me.
Right, left, right, back, forward.
Boeing ground, Cessna 3506 Tango at Galvin, taxi with Lima, IFR.
Okay.
3506 Tango, Boeing ground. Runway 14 right, taxi.
Just gotta wait for this guy
Alpha
that's,
Alpha
you know, got his flaps up, or his speed brakes up.
Right, via
Mr.
Alpha,
Max.
Alpha 1, 3506 Tango.
Is this the place to get a picture? I think it is.
Good evening, American 405. Ready for taxi with Juliet.
American 405, Jackson ground, runway 19, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha to 19, American 405.
Ground United 717 is ready for taxi.
And at 717, Jackson ground, runway 19, taxi via Alpha.
19 Alpha, and we do have the load 717.
Jackson ground, Southwest 130 with the weather, ready to push.
Let's go! A little heavy right now, it seems.
Southwest 130, you'll give way to the United 737, and then push on Alpha, approved.
Southwest 130 will give way to the 737, push on Alpha, approved. Thank you.
United 431, contact
I didn't know that was there.
135.5.
Huh. I don't want to play with that because I might screw up my views. See ya. Have you ever seen flaps 15 in our 737s? I don't know. That's what we're doing today. We did it coming out of Aspen and it worked out okay. I'm going to do it out of here too. It's because it's, yeah. This place is scary.
That at 431 Salt Lake approach, Roger. Descend via the Nordic 5 arrival. Expect the visual approach, runway 34 right.
Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Now the daddy tire is kicking in.
421 correction. Expect the ILS 34 right approach.
All right. You guys gotta help me stay awake, please.
Congestion ground.
Actually, I think it's gonna be pretty congested on the radio for this
time's
flight.
the charm for the clearance.
Southwest 1197. Roger, and you're cleared to the Glacier Park Airport. Alpine to departure, Idaho Falls transition that is found. Climb via SID, except maintain 15,000. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 7025.
Okay.
Southwest 1197 cleared to Glacier Park Airport, Alpine to transition. Excuse me, Alpine to SID, Idaho Falls transition, climb via SID, set maintain 15,000, departure frequency 133.25, squawk 7025.
Southwest 1197, read back correct.
Hey, we got it. Okay, departure's 3325.
Jackson ground, Southwest 130 with golf, ready to taxi.
Southwest 130, Jackson ground, runway 19, taxi via Alpha.
19, taxi by Alpha, Southwest 130.
Who's in the Challenger? Is that
Jackson
one of you
ground,
guys?
Alaska 7018, we could keep our flight plan, get a new clock.
Alaska 78, say again.
We had to we're seeing if we can get the same flight plan.
Came back from walking my dogs at the
Alaska
right time. Yeah, you
78,
did.
You're confusing me. You already have a clearance to Glacier
Missed
Park.
sleeping at. It hasn't been too bad.
Okay,
My wife's been
yeah,
letting
do
me
I need
sleep
to
because
look?
I've been working.
Alaska
I'm
78,
gonna be on
why
baby
would you
duty
need a
this
new squawk
baby
code?
duty this weekend though.
I don't know. Maybe.
Alaska 78, you're killing me here, Smalls. You already have a clearance, and I already assigned you a beacon code. If you want to
Chandler
change your route or
FPS,
something
welcome
like
aboard.
That, I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, but as
What's a
far as
high
I
altitude
can see
airport
here,
in the
you're
States?
good
I
to
have
go.
no
You just
idea.
gotta call for taxi.
Yeah.
Yep.
KTEX, Telluride. I'm assuming Aspen's considered high altitude. XP Aviator, welcome aboard. Good to see you. You're killing me here, Smalls.
Tower, American 405. I guess you're ready to go now, right, Niner?
American 405, Jackson Tower, Roger. Runway 19er, clear for takeoff.
Alright, clear to go 19. American 405.
Young man, have you been drinking?
Jackson Ground Challenger 19er 80 Zulu requesting IFR clearance to Glacier Park.
Challenger 1980 Zulu, Jackson Ground, clear to Glacier Park Airport, Alpine to departure, Idaho Falls transition, that is filed. Climb via SID, accept, maintain 15,000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25.
I wonder if he's tired of that clearance just yet.
Alright, clear to Glacier Park by Alpine 2, Idaho Falls transition, then is filed. Climb by the SID up to 15,000, expect flight level 320, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 404080 Zulu.
Challenger 80 Zulu, read back correct.
Wait till he goes and I'll call. Guess I gotta light up and wait. That would seem a bit odd. There he goes. Jackson Tower, United 717, holding short 19er.
That at 717 Jackson Tower, runway 19er, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 19er, United 717. Actually, that's beeping at me. That means something's set incorrectly. Configuration alert. Flaps are set. Trim is set. What could I be missing? I feel like this happened to us last time, too.
Jackson Ground, Alaska 78, requesting push.
Alaska 78, Jackson Ground, push on Alpha approved.
Push on Alpha, Alaska 78.
What's it going to beep at me for? Because it's going to do this as soon as I try to take off. Auto throttle. Wouldn't be it.
Good evening, EPS 2136 Heavy, IFR Phoenix, please.
Hey, it's William!
36 Heavy Reno clearance.
Retard,
Clear to the Phoenix Sky Harbor
retard,
Airport, P-Vine, free departure, P-Vine, that is filed. Climb via the SID.
Fast Joe Testarossa. Thank you very much for your support, man.
19.2, squawk 1477.
Oh, my trim's not quite set, is it? Wait.
Clear to Phoenix via the P-Vine 3, P-Vine transition that is filed. Climb via
We'll
the
go with
SID
that.
departure on 19.
Fast Joe Testarossa, thank you very much for your support, man. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, buddy.
UPS 2136 Heavy, just...
Nah, speed brakes wouldn't set it off.
It's going to be the P-Vine free departure, P-Vine. There is no P-Vine transition, so you're just going to exit the departure.
RTO is set.
Feedback correct.
Trims are set. Flaps are set.
Freedom Clearance UPS 2136 Heavy, Roger, thanks.
Flaps are dialed.
American 405.
Yeah, they're set for 15.
Let's see small.
I don't know. We're going to get the beep, beep, beep on the way out of here. Because I'm not sure why there's a configuration alert.
Jackson Tower, Southwest 13019, and sequence ready to go.
American 405, Salt Lake City Center ident. Net at 431, contact Salt Lake approach 125.7.
Speed brake is not armed.
American 405, radar contact 6 miles south of Jackson Airport, climb and maintain.
It looks like it is, but I promise you it's not.
300.
Armed is, that's the
United
D10 for armed.
717 Jackson Tower, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
We have a takeoff from a 19er, United 717. All right.
Checking ground, Southwest 1197.
Lights.
Quest push on to Alpha.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because
Southwest
the EPU's
130,
on. That's
runway
why.
19er, line up and wait.
All right, lights,
Line up and wait, 19, Southwest 130.
camera,
Southwest 1197, Jackson ground. Push on
and
Alpha,
action. We're going to get a beep, beep, beep on the way out of
Push on
here.
Alpha approved. Southwest 1197.
Can't do anything about that. Whoops. Pay attention, buddy.
Remember 314 Sierra Kilo, Salt Lake City Center, safe Urchin Saddle Center.
Okay,
safe position.
green, airspeed alive. 80 knots.
314 Sierra Kilo, roger. You don't have a navigation equipment.
Power
stuff
set.
is filed.
V1
314 Sierra Kilo,
VR.
roger. Cleared from the Bend Airport to the Portland Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 180. Departure frequency 121.4. Squawk 7121.
Positive rate.
for release.
Gear.
Second ground, 1178, ready taxi.
314 Sierra Kilo, read back correct. Hold for release, advise winner number 1 for departure. At 717, contact Salt Lake City Center.
Salt Lake City Center, United 717. We'll see you, Smalls.
Yeah, Mayor Correction Southwest 130, expect about a 2-minute delay for TME purposes. Left 78. Jackson ground, runway 19er, taxi via Alpha.
Alright. Let's get the flaps in. We'll do flaps 5 this time.
American 405, clear direct Idaho Falls.
Direct Idaho Falls, American 405.
And Seattle 304 Sierra Kilo is ready for release. We're taking off 16 direction. 341 Sierra Kilo, time now 02.
For whatever reason, my flaps up button is not working.
150-300, release for departure.
We don't need it.
Good for release Floyd 0300 for Sierra Kilo.
Nav. Where's my map?
At 431, flight present heading, descend and maintain 9,000 vectors, ILS approach.
Let's come to the FMC. We'll do direct Kissney. Kissney, execute. We'll go autopilot on. Okay, lights are set. Gear up, lights up. Flaps are up and indicated. Auto brake off, speed brake off. Up we go. Oh, I forgot to call. Salt Lake City Center, United 717, 9,900, climbing 15,000 via the SID.
At 717, Salt Lake City Center, ident.
Ident 717. Ident is down here.
At 717, radar contact 10 miles south of Jackson Airport, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb maintain flight level 360, United 717.
Southwest 130, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Okay. Is our climb speed really going to be 250 the whole way up? Yep. 250 through 10,000.
Over 19er,
Should go to 289, right?
Runway 19er, taxi via Alpha. Alaska 78, Jackson Tower, runway 19er, line up and wait.
Clear the change.
American 405, clear direct Missoula.
Check Missoula, American 405.
Well, we'll see what it's going to do.
717, clear direct Idaho Falls.
Direct Idaho Falls, United 717.
Southwest 130, contact departure.
Start the turn. Turn the heading indicator, go to heading select.
080.
Figure out why she's not climbing here in a second. Just go level change. 289 is our speed.
3506 Tango Boeing Tower, wind calm, runway 14 right, cleared for takeoff.
Once we've turned towards Idaho Falls, we'll go direct Idaho Falls.
Seattle 314 Kilo 6.5, climbing 180.
314 Kilo, Seattle Center, ident.
Turning.
Center, maintain 8,000.
Turning round the corner.
314 Sierra Kilo, radar contact.
Legs.
2 miles southeast of the chute.
Ida.
Maintain flight level
Up there.
180.
Execute. We go LNAV.
The flight level 180, 4 Kilo.
LNAV is showing. We're back in a climb.
Jackson 8.8, climbing 15,000.
Looking great.
Southwest 130, Salt Lake City Center, ident.
Ident, Southwest 130.
Before Sierra Kilo, you know what, due to the pressure setting in your area, flight level 180 is going to be unusable. Say your requested altitude.
All right. Interesting. How long do you expect this flight to be? Probably about an hour-ish. We'll say about 45 minutes to an hour.
For Sierra
So I'm showing
would,
4 flights telling me to be down at, in 1 hour from now.
4 Sierra Kilo, climb and maintain flight level 200.
And that's probably accurate.
200, 4 Kilo.
It did flaps. It did flaps 15 just fine going out of Aspen.
Southwest 130, radar contact.
All right, so we've got precip again. Let's go anti-ice on. Oh, that's not anti-ice. Anti-ice on the precip. Lose a bit of power. So we did flaps 15 coming out of Aspen. Didn't have any issues. I seem to remember this happening last time I flew this plane too. So rip climb speed. Yeah, we lost 500 feet per minute.
0, correction 330. Then at 431, 2 miles.
I don't think you arm the speed brake in Boeing's, but I could be wrong. I've never armed it. I made the switch to departure and didn't. I forgot to make the call.
Seattle approach, November 449er Mike Alpha on the ground at Brookings. Like to pick up my clearance to Corvallis, please.
NASCAR, good to see you, man. I'm doing very well. I eventually called him. We're good. We're on with him now.
We're 449er Mike Alpha.
Let's go standard.
Center cleared from the Brookings Airport to the Corvallis Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 210.
Up we go.
Frequency 121.4, squawk 2321, hold for release.
Okay, so it's got 272 as our speed now. So we'll go back to VNAV. We'll let the VNAV fly it.
Squawk 2321, hold for release. November 449er Mike Alpha.
TBM 9er Mike Alpha, read back correct. Advisory number 1 for departure.
Looking good.
TBM 9er Mike Alpha.
06 Tango, turn left heading 010, 1 able to say approach request.
Dude, Brandon's been like non-stop since we got on tonight.
06 Tango, Roger, expect vectors ILS 14 right approach.
He's been killing it. If you arm it, the takeoff config goes off. Yeah. I promise you, it wasn't armed. Armed would have it out right there. It was right there. It looks like it's under the armed detent. I promise you it's not.
Alaska 78, contact.
Everybody's leaving.
United 717, clear direct Missoula.
Direct Missoula, United 717.
Southwest 130, clear direct Idaho Falls.
Direct Idaho Falls, Southwest 130.
Okay, so we'll turn in that general direction.
Alaska 78,
heading.
7,104, 15,000.
Alaska 78.
And we'll do this one more time.
Seattle Center, Roger. Verify your squawking 5133.
It's a nice shortcut to Missoula.
We'll change that to 5133, Alaska 78.
For 06 Tango, turn left heading 320.
That's a really nice shortcut, actually.
330.
All right, come down here. We'll go to legs. Missoula, direct into.
Contact 1 mile south of Jackson Airport. Climb and maintain.
Go back to LNAV.
Maintain flight level 320, Alaska 78.
American 405, contact Salt Lake City Center 128.72.
2872, American 405.
And up we go.
Delta 14, Salt Lake City clearance, clear to Denver Airport, runway 1.
We'll see if we make 36,000. We should.
Climb via correction, maintain 10,000.
Plane was showing signs of being a bit on the heavy side. We're out of the ice now too, so we can get a little more power back.
And maintain 230 knots until advised. Stand by for the readback. And at
All right,
431,
calls are closed.
Salt Lake City Tower 119.05.
Should get us another 400 or 500 feet per minute at least.
25300.
405.
Mizzou! Taco 83, good to see you. How you doing? Joe Murph, welcome aboard.
At 431, Salt Lake City Tower, runway 34.
So you try to put in, if you try to put in 10, the FMC will tell you unable. So I think that the brackets indicate, I don't know what they indicate, because if you try to put in 10, it would say, it would the FMC would tell you that it couldn't do it. Like we took off out of Aspen flaps 15, and the FMC allowed us to do flaps 15, so I don't really know. Like I said, I think it happened last time. I honestly think it's a bug. Well, whatever. Like we're still showing decision height and all that stuff, so I think the plane still thinks it's in somewhat of an approach mode. Like it might have to clear it back out to turnaround state between flights again.
Time now 0300, clearance void of 901 by 0305, release for departure.
Release for departure, 2BF9 Mike Golf.
Learning the ins and the outs of the 738. Could you explain D-rate and N1? DMX, welcome aboard. Yeah, so the idea behind D-rate is that you D-rate, it's essentially like flexing to a temperature. You say like, engine, pretend that it's this temperature outside. Because if it's hotter, the engine's going to run essentially less. So D-rate basically pulls full power back from, say, 92% N1 back to maybe 88% N1 on the takeoff. And it's meant to use up as much runway as you can and to reduce the amount of wear and tear on the engines long term. It's why if you ever take off out of a runway like, take off out of something like Denver, right? Denver, it feels like you're sitting there like forever. Like you're just go, just constantly accelerating because they're taking off at such a low power level compared to, like a John Wayne airport, for example. Usually they don't take off at full power. They at most of those airports unless they have to. So that's the idea behind our D-rate. And then the N1 percentage is just what is the RPM on the first stage of the jet engine? Basically it's like fan speed. I don't know where the stages exactly are located, but the N2 stage is what essentially pressurizes the combustion chamber, and then it blows, and then N1 is the RPM coming out the back on the fan blades, if I recall. Somebody might be able to explain that a lot better than I can.
Okay, which one are you using? Okay, that's the clearance frequency. You need to try calling them back on 118.1.
There you go. What Illegal Danish said.
Number 80 Zulu, no ident observed. Squawk ident.
Yeah, for being like a 3-year-old plane, this thing's still pretty awesome.
Yeah, apologies. Actually don't know where the ident is in this aircraft.
Oh boy.
For 180 Zulu, turn 30 degrees left.
30 degrees left, 80 Zulu.
Yeah, it's an older aircraft. Like the textures are fantastic. The sounds are still really good. Like this is still a really good plane. There's still some things that I would love to see them fix, like holds and add some more functionality and whatnot. But it's still solid, man. I had a nice long chat with Tom Kyler, the one of the developers for this thing at Oshkosh, and we talked about sort of this plane, where it's going, what his plans are for the future and whatnot for doing more stuff. So they haven't. I guarantee you, I can tell you that they haven't forgotten about this thing. It mostly comes down to just time, like having time to be able to work on it.
Seattle Center, November 449er, Mike Golf.
There's not really anything out there to see.
449er, Mike Alpha, Seattle Center, ident.
So I'm sure there will be more. Sure, there will be more updates down the road for this. It's not a dead product or anything. And even whatever in its current state, it still flies pretty well. I still have a hell of a good time every time I come in here.
I'm not sure that I've observed you make any turn. Have you made the turn?
Oxbox, take it easy, man. Have a good night.
Zulu, making the turn now.
Yeah, 180 Zulu, roger. Need to comply with that instruction much quicker in the future. You flew about 10
Knew the
miles
power
there.
lever in a jet engine was
You are
happening
radar
inside the
contact
engines,
now.
causing the
Maintain
power to
flight level
increase.
320.
The power lever, so Max might be able to explain this a little bit better than I can, but the power lever in a jet engine essentially adjusts the fuel flow going into the engine. So as you add more fuel, combustion happens faster, which causes more pressure, which causes, you know, bigger boom to happen out the back.
Zulu, clear direct Idaho Falls.
It's my understanding.
Clear direct, Idaho Falls, 80 Zulu.
Because a lot of times I've heard that captains of older airplanes especially will fly primarily off of what the fuel flow is telling them. So they'll say, well, I know that when we're coming in, like, this should be what our fuel flow looks like for these configurations. And they'll fly that rather than flying an EPR or an N1.
Yeah, radar vector, Stanfield, none is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 1010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 72.
Why are we missing hydraulic fluid on the left side? Interesting thing about this plane is that they coded it so that the two engines always run a little bit different. Like, you'll see that this engine, even though we're running the same power settings, same N1, the EGT on the right side is higher, the N2 on the right side is higher, the fuel flow is a little bit higher. So they behave as if they are two different engines, which is kind of cool. EPR is measuring, I believe EPR measures the differential pressure going into the engine compared to what's coming out the back. So it's basically you're ramming air in, and then boom happens, and then thrust comes out the back. And EPR is meant to be, my understanding is, a representation of the thrust coming out of the back of the engine.
I'm fighting with the autopilot.
I hear it was pretty inaccurate and caused some problems. And is not, like, you don't really see it used in modern planes all that much. Like, even this plane doesn't have your EPR as a primary instrument.
1980 Zulu, turn right heading 290 when able, clear direct Idaho Falls.
290 when able, direct Idaho Falls, 80 Zulu.
Southwest 1197 Jackson Tower, hold short. Well, Southwest 1197, that is not runway 19er, that is runway 1. So you're going to need to taxi back to the other side. Stand by and we'll call you back. United 717, contact Salt Lake City Center 128.72.
2872, United 717.
06 Tango, turn left heading 220.
28.
40 Kilo, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain
72.
15,000 Portland.
All right, so we're showing 40 minutes en route right now.
Pilot's discretion 15,000 Kilo.
Salt Lake City Center, United 717, flight level 345, coming flight level 360.
United 717, Salt Lake City Center, roger.
Roger.
Southwest 130, contact Salt Lake City Center 128.72. Alaska 78, clear direct Du Bois.
Direct Du Bois, Alaska 78.
Where the hell's he going? We're all headed to the same place.
Southwest 130, Salt Lake City
Some
Center,
people are
roger.
more lost than others.
Southwest 1197, are you able to turn around there without entering the runway, or are you going to need to taxi on runway 1? Southwest 1197, roger. Runway 19er, taxi via Alpha.
Understand jet engines work difference between M1 and M2. Never learn what causes the engine to speed up. Because like a piston, you open the throttle, increase the power, but there's no throttle in jet. Pistons you do the same thing. Like pistons also, you open it up, it basically increases the amount of gas going into the pistons, which makes the whole thing fire faster.
Phoenix ground, runway 7 right, taxi via
Depends on the
Hotel.
engine, but for turbofans and jets, you introduce more fuel and the engine speeds up. If turbo props, usually you add fuel and the engine speeds up. And the Herc engine always operates at 100%, so adding fuel increases prop pitch to gain speed, and reducing fuel does the opposite. Interesting. That was Ernie the Cat. Anyone hear the PC-12 would try to eat a Cessna 172 at IWA the other day? Did not hear that. What's the punchline? 505 Northman, good to see you. That's it tonight. Last couple sips are a little strong. Ooh, boy. Numb tongue.
Retard.
A lot of water, too. So Ryan87, thank you very much for 22 months, man. Happy birthday.
So you're
Congrats to the
altitude
beautiful baby. Just watch out for the sneaky
we're at
runway
25,000.
one. Life is great.
Class of
Cheers.
78, Roger. Anything above 18,000.
Ryan 87, thank you
will
very
always
much,
be
man.
referred to as
Cheers.
Flight levels. We don't use thousands of feet above 18,000.
Blues Master 2000. How you doing, man? Thought I missed the stream completely. Nah, dude.
3 miles from my
We're making our way to
18,000
flight number 2 tonight on our way up to Glacier Park. And it's been an interesting night so far on PilotEdge. First flight was awesome, by the way. I had a great time on that. This time around, Brandon's kind of busy, so not a lot of shenanigans and antics happening. In fact, I think he's got more traffic than SoCal, which is pretty rare. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then us 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got like 14 or 15 planes. SoCal's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn.
Number 576, reback correct.
All right, 360. Guess we turn the lights are all off. Okay.
Tango, how will this approach terminate?
Turn the belt sign off.
06 Tango, Roger, contact.
Glocky, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Ah, dude, Brandon's a champ. He's doing well. I feel bad because we definitely threw like half the planes that are flying right now are us. But unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. Vass just uploaded part 2 of the Alaska airport during the earthquake. Nice. I'll check it out later for sure.
Number 3506 Tango, Boeing Tower. Wind calm, runway 14 right, clear to land.
Do. Which 172 were you flying in the sim the other day? I was flying the airfoil laps. Yeah, so if you guys missed earlier, I'm trying to get. I'm going flying tomorrow. So I'm going up with taking a friend of mine and his son up for the first. His son's going up for the first time. My friend's going up for the third time. And then that's kind of gnarly ahead of us. And then I'm going up for a lesson immediately after that. So I wanted to get back in the swing of things with the IFR stuff. So I did some 172 flying on the network. Actually. Did some 172 flying on the network. Flew 3 different airports, or 3 different approaches, 3 different types of approaches. There you go. Here's what it was on the old Twitters. So started off out of Torrance, flew the VOR Alpha approach into Fullerton, went and missed, flew a lap and a half in the hold, and then got vectored around for the RNAV 30 approach into Long Beach. Took off out of there, and then we flew in for the ILS 20 right into John Wayne.
Alaska 78, maintain Mach 0.77 or less. Mach 0.77 or less, Alaska 78. That's 50 Hotel, Roger, contact tower when you're ready.
Passing through flight level 316 for 320.
Number 1980 Zulu, Salt Lake City Center, Roger.
So yeah, that was did that on the network. I highly recommend flying on PilotEdge, if only for that reason. You know, you can get so much practice. Like I felt really good. Like that's basically a check ride right there. Like, that's pretty much what you would do on a check ride.
280, our discretion,
Arch.
717, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 280.
280, my discretion, United 717. Okay, we'll do some approach.
Cessna 6750 Hotel.
We'll do some approach planning here in just a few minutes. We still got some time to go. 20,000 feet, my discretion, though. Yeah, so I highly recommend like the network and like that's why it exists, like to do that kind of flying. And I want to get brushed up for my lesson tomorrow because it could be the lesson that gets me IFR sign off so I can go do the check ride. That basically was a check ride. Non-precision approach, GPS approach, ILS approach, and holds and some other stuff that goes in there. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping to get it done and get it going soon.
Yep. Sorry about that. I should have told you this before. You'll just need to refile because your call sign's changed.
Prop governor of the Hercules is done with the speeder, springs, and counterweights. It's all mechanical, and supposedly the guy that designed the system went nuts. It's a crazy system. I can imagine, dude. Like prop
40
governors
kilo,
and things
roger.
like that
And,
blow my
correct
mind in
visual
airplanes.
approach.
Like it's such a foreign
Runway
concept to
10
my,
right,
like
correction 10
my
left.
like electronically minded brain. Beer Maker Cop, welcome aboard, man. Found you on YouTube. First time watching a live stream. Taking my first lesson next week after 10 years away from flying. Thanks for the great content. Beer and airplanes is getting me better. Hell yeah, dude. Cheers to you, man. I'm out of like. They're both empty, so there's no water. There's no alcohol, but it's fine. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to have you here. It's good to get new faces in here every once in a while too. Arc Bear Bettendorf, thank you for 2 months, man. Happy Saturday to you as well, sir. Cheers. Okay, let's do some descent planning here.
Same Mach number.
Let's see if he's going to ask us for Mach number 2. Beer Maker Cop. I like the name, by the way.
Affirmative, same Mach number.
Are you? I'm assuming you make beer. Are you actually a cop?
Getting yelled at by the boss.
That's okay.
Okay, so let's.
50 hotel contact departure.
So if I'm looking at this chart here, and we think, okay, JOLEC is what we filed. If we're going to end up having to fly JOLEC in there, fly this ILS, JOLEC is 7,800 feet.
For 6050 hotel, Phoenix departure.
So what I will do is I will program the VNAV to plan for, let's say, 10,000 feet at JOLEC. So if we do this, and then execute,
356,
and then go to cruise, now we get a top of descent. So our fake time for top of descent is 1854 fake Zulu. Current time is 2038 fake Zulu. So we have 16 minutes till top of descent.
Clear to Los Angeles Airport. Stick.
Yeah.
For departure.
Math.
Transition then as filed. Climb via the SID except maintain 10,000.
Southern California, nice, dude.
42.
I'm trying to think of how many law enforcement folks we have coming through here. I know that like we probably get a few because of Jeff. Jeff Fabiano tends to bring in a lot of the law enforcement folks, and there's some crossover between our communities. But yeah, we don't really see that many cops coming through here. It's pretty cool. I love. One of my favorite things to do is to sit down with somebody who has a job that's so vastly different from my own, and just pick their brain on everything. You know, like I have a my wife's cousin's husband is an architect, and talking to an architect is fascinating because my life doesn't have anything to do with architecture, like not that kind of architecture, or you know, a bunch of like the blue collar guys and whatnot that I run with. In some circles, like everybody's jobs and whatnot are can be so different. It's fascinating to me.
Southwest 130.
Anyway, that's me being gushy.
Maintain flight level 280.
280, Southwest 130.
Alaska 78, maintain Mach 0.74 less. Mach 0.74 less, Alaska 78.
How is the weather up there? Oh no.
06 Tango. Cross runway 14 left at Alpha 4, taxi via Alpha to the ramp and remain on this frequency. Have a good night.
Oh no. God damn it. Pardon my language. My flying just got canceled tomorrow.
Mike Alpha, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1,000.
Plane is in for extended maintenance again. This 172 has been down now. This 172 has been down for 3 weeks now as they try to get this damn. They're installing a G5 in it. This was my booking right here, and I've lost my booking now because they had to extend the maintenance in through another weekend.
Alaska 78, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 280. Flight discretion down to 280.
All right. Well, let me send my buddy a text. Say we're not going up tomorrow.
Contact Salt Lake City Center 133.4.
234-405.
What time's that? 10 o'clock? Yeah. Nine to 6, that ain't gonna work. All right. Well, hang on a second. I gotta send some text messages out here. So we're gonna cancel these because they're hosed.
Air Force Sierra Kilo, Roger.
This is the scheduling system for our flight club. This is the third time now I've tried to fly this flight, and I've not been able to. Hey Max, can we go flying tomorrow? Let me do this. I'm gonna grab this. I'll grab the Warrior from 8 to 10. We'll grab it 7 to 10. Why not? Let me send my buddy a text message here, just so, because I'm supposed to meet him at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Andy.
Thank you. So you beat me to it. 14 now. American
Flying
405.
canceled
Appreciate it.
tomorrow due to maintenance. I have a plane Sunday morning, 7 to 10.
Delta 418 Salt Lake City Tower. After departure, flighting 340, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Sorry, guys. I really hate having to do the text message stuff. Yeah. It says, ouch. We've also been trying to get him and his son up for probably 6 weeks now. And like every time it's either weather or maintenance or something. But yeah, the 172 is still down. That's a bummer. Send my wife a text. Up Sunday morning instead. Oh, you know what? I think the weather's going to be garbage on Sunday. Hang on, guys. Oh, man. Now we got to do some flight planning. All right. How we doing here? We've still got time to go until top of descent. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so let's go Beverly. Forecast. 11 to 1 a.m. Showers in vicinity. Into Sunday. Let's go look at the Moss. What is the... Oh. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, scratch that. All right, boys. Flying's canceled this weekend. That sucks so much, dude. And the weather's going to be too crappy to go up on Sunday morning, so we'll delete that. Yeah, like 2 of our 3 planes are out right now for maintenance, which sucks, dude. Oh, well. It happens.
We're 4 Sierra Kilo to send and maintain 3,000.
Yeah. Not going to be a good Sunday. Yeah, what's wrong with that, right? Did you see that? Did you see the Moss, dude? The TAF was okay through 1 a.m., but I think it's supposed to roll in like Sunday morning. Look at the Moss, though. The Moss is, yeah, see, it's 1 a.m. VFR and then marginal, and it's going to roll in like right in the morning Sunday into low IFR. Rain, mist, 39 to 45. So it's going to be all rainy pretty much all day Sunday. Until Monday. Of course, it's going to be beautiful Monday. You suck. It's all right. All right, how are we looking here? Top of descent is 18:55 fake time. It's currently 20. Oh, wait. Uh. 18:55. It says it's 20:45 Zulu right now. Fake time. I don't think that's correct. Well, whatever. We've still got 68. We'll go with it. We'll go with the speed here, or the time, or distance here. 68 miles till top of descent. We'll start down about 20 miles prior. Because we're still over 100 miles away from the airport. Yeah, for me to fly, dude.
Kilo Airport, 12 o'clock, 13 miles, without any evidence sight.
Tim, good to see you, man. How you doing, Tim P.E.? Dugermeister, welcome aboard.
Kilo, clear visual approach, runway 10.
Hope y'all are doing well. Nature giving me the middle finger. I know, man. Like every time I try to schedule that flight, something's come up. when you get your instrument rating, you could go for it on Sunday. Absolutely. Like depending on what the freezing levels are, I think we'd be fine.
Approach 119.6.
Like it's saying 40 to 45 degrees. Now that being said, I wouldn't go up in that airplane IFR. I'm not even sure that plane can do IFR right now. I don't think it's certified for it.
Challenger 1980 Zulu, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 280.
All right, so let's pull the schedule back up. Let's see if I can grab a plane on the weekend coming up.
Delta 418, resume normal speed, clear direct. Bubby, resume the rugged one departure.
Oh, man.
QBM 314 Sierra Kilo, contact Portland Tower 118.7.
I might just try to do something in the morning then. If Monday morning's going to be nice, that might work.
449er Mike Alpha, Cascade approach router.
So I'm going back into work on Monday morning. So that,
Mike Alpha, core ballast altimeter 2984 by the end of the weather, say approach west.
what are those times? 9 to 3. If I did 3 to 6, nah, it's not going to work on a Sunday night. It's a bad idea.
Mike Alpha, roger, expect that. Send and maintain 8,000.
So we could try. When's he available? He's busy all day. Plane's gone after 10. I could do like Wednesday morning, I guess. Fly until 10. That makes it difficult for me to get to work, though. I could go after work, but then I'm doing more stuff at night, and that's part of my. It was part of my problem before. But I might just have to suck it up, Buttercup, and go up at night and get this done. Like my next opportunity to go up with my instructor would be on the 15th. Well, let's do that.
Yes, 2136 Heavy Reno Tower.
I'll grab him that morning. And we'll grab the instructor. So I get the plane, the instructor. Save that. 3-hour block in the morning. So worst case scenario, the 15th will be the next time I go up. I'll try to go up probably at some point in one of the other planes, just to get some currency going. But we're good for now. All right, enough of that. Ice makes a plane shine. Yeah, it does. How were the early days of your streaming? Oh my god, dude. It depends. Like there were multiple. We'll call it multiple early days of streaming, right? There were the days when I streamed StarCraft 2, I should say.
American 405.
Long time ago.
320 vectors. The ILS runway 2 approach.
25 miles or so. We'll head down. So they're giving the ILS. We'll plug that in now. So let's go KGPI. ILS 2.
Correction, runway 21, taxi via Charlie, Echo, cross runway 8.
So we'll plug that in. So now we've got the ILS in there. Just in case that's what we get, because that's what Max just got. So it's a good chance that we'll get that too. And start down here in a few minutes. Yes, early days of streaming. I started with doing some like StarCraft 2 stuff because I was watching StarCraft 2 and thinking I was super badass with it. And then I realized like I around that time I just randomly decided to get into flight simming.
Reducing to 250 knots, American 405.
American 405, roger. Maintain 270 knots or greater.
Okay, 270 knots, American 405. You got it? You got it, sir.
He must have gotten 270 through 10,000 feet then. That's funny. Yeah, so I thought I was going to be a god of StarCraft or whatever. That didn't happen. And around that time, I randomly decided to get into flight simulation. So as I was getting into flight simming, I'm like, you know what? There's nobody streaming this right now. Like at the time, there was practically nobody. There may be 3 people, if that. That's Bellins, like didn't even have 20, 30 people watching him, or Matt Davies, sorry. So I decided to start streaming flight sims, and a couple people watched here and there. Captain Aviation, if he ever pops in, was my first viewer. And we did some group flights, stuff like that. Some video. There's a video out there of me like hammered trying to fly the 747, like default 747. Out of 28. So I did some of that, and then I made the move to X-Plane eventually, flying on PilotEdge, and that was when I started getting, you know, noticed, if you will. And that's kind of when things started to change a little bit and whatnot. So, like, you know, the early days of X-Plane, you get, you know, a couple, 5, 10 people here. And I'll still say the first 10 people were the most difficult to get. Like, Chevy Rule 727 was amongst the first 10 in here all the time talking and whatnot. Just keeping the chat, help keep the chat going. And then it was 10, it was 15, it was 20, it was 25, and just sort of slowly up and up and up and up as the viewers go. But, you know, I had crappy audio. I had subpar video quality. I definitely didn't have nearly the production value of what I have.
Contact Salt Lake City Center 133.4.
133.4, United 717. 34.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta 418's flight level 195, climbing 230.
Delta 2136 Heavy NorCal departure, radar contact. Delta 418 Salt Lake City Center, climb and maintain.
There's no descend now button, by the way, so
Climb maintain 350, Delta 418.
we have to do it by hand. Salt Lake City Center, United 717, flight level 340, descending flight level 280.
717 Salt Lake City Center, Glacier Park altimeter 2974, descended pilot's discretion, maintain 15,15,000.
74, 15,000, my discretion, United 717. All right, we'll just keep heading down the hill here. So 289 knots is going to be our changeover speed. That's what it looks like. So yeah, the early days were crappy audio, subpar video quality. You know, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing now, but I definitely didn't know it then. And I don't know, like,
6750 hotel contact.
there was a much bigger sense of community, if that makes any sense. Like, the streamers sort of banded together more than I think they do nowadays. You know, I think money eventually got involved, and as things get bigger, you know, sort of ideas and whatnot change. Like, you know, 2-3 years ago, a lot of us, well, I say 3 years ago, really, a lot of us were focused on, like, let's just get people in here. Like, let's get as many people into Twitch, as many people into this as we can, and we'll go from there. And at this point, like, we got a pretty good group of people that watch, a pretty good group of people that broadcast. So you just get this variation of attitudes and sort of philosophies and whatnot on stuff. So I would say, like, a bigger sense of community when I started streaming years ago, or when I started doing the flight simming stuff years ago. Like, everybody knew everybody else. Now, I don't know half the people now that stream. Like, we go through here, and it used to be that, like, any of these like top 6 guys I've probably spoken with on Discord, or at the time TeamSpeak, or whatever, like Josh's TeamSpeak. And it's at the point now, like, I've met Chili in person, I've met Torb in person. You know, Captain K-Man pops in from time to time. I follow him. I have no idea who any of these other people are.
Absolutely few.
Like, I know El Gargantuan, like, I know a few of these guys, but I have no idea who half people are, and that's a big difference from a few years ago too, where it's like you knew, it was sort of like the Cheers thing, where everybody knows your name. Or 279, right?
Southwest 130 contact Salt Lake City Center 133.4.
All right, down we go. So yeah, that's my that's I guess that's my long-winded way of answering that question.
Southwest 130 contact Salt Lake City Center 133.4.
All right, 15,000 is looking good here, so we'll just keep this rate of descent going. At some point we have to slow this train down. Then you found the ATP experience. Honestly, dude, like, you make fun of it, but like joining up with ATPX, like, I met a lot of people that way.
Got in the box 405.
Doing the old Excel flights and whatnot. Met a lot of guys doing that, and then you know, that was like, that's where you came in, Max. That's where Josh came in, and that's where then that TeamSpeak was born. And that was when a lot of the streamers were banding together more than a lot of the streamers, you know, sort of like being against each other sometimes.
Challenger 180 Zulu contact Salt Lake City Center 133.4. 43.4.
I put Excel Pound on my resume. That's right, dude. That's right. I think you were below 100 when I started watching, but you were close. Yeah, dude. 100 came up like, I think 100 came up like right around 2 years ago. Like it was 2 years ago that it was December of 16 when I was when I decided to make the partner push, if you will. That's when I decided that, like, hey, I'm gonna see if I can get partnership with Twitch. Because why not? Like it wasn't even about the money. It was like more of an accomplishment than anything else. I mean, now it's, you know, now there's money involved in all that, and it, you know, things are a little different. But yeah, back then it was definitely like the challenge and whatnot. Like, hey, can I do this? And we'll code United 717. All right, what do we got for weather out there? Marginal VFR. Winds calm, 9 mile visibility, overcast 2800, 01 Celsius, altimeter 2974.
Departure flighting 290, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
Let's pop that ready to send up a little bit. Go down quite so quickly. It's going to be about right around 10,000 feet at JOLEC, so we'll try to get that banana bar about 10 or 15 miles before JOLEC. 1500 should do it. Center United 717 has a weather glacier park.
United 717, roger.
Okay, and we got Captain Bill. Captain Bill, thank you very much, man. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. I have nothing to cheers you with.
Turn 15 degrees left, vectors final approach course.
15 degrees left, vectors 717.
American 405, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 9,000, maintain 250 knots or greater.
Alright, 9,000, 250 or greater, American 405.
United 717, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000.
10,000 pilot's discretion, United 717.
Southwest 130.
All right, Captain Bill, thank you very much, man. I got nothing to cheers you with, so we'll do like fake fist bumps or something. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club, man. Thank you for your support. Vegas Flyer, thanks for being here for 19 months. Says Mr. Cat, hope you're doing good. Been some time, but I hope the family and everything else as well. We're doing great, man. Thank you very much, Vegas Flyer. Cheers to you, buddy. That's all I got. Fisting now. I don't know. Seems like you just keep the interest and the enthusiasm going Flight Sim World, especially early testing and new aircraft that are coming out. And you know, like the philosophy, the reason why I do it once a week is, first of all, because that's what I have time for. But second of all, I would have a very difficult time filling the airwaves more than, you know, 4 or 5 hours a week. Like, there's only so much of this that we can do before you sort of get bored and before I sort of get burned out. And I think some other guys have made that mistake. Like, I think Fly Purdue got himself a little burned out with his whole partner push thing, and then now, like, he hasn't streamed for a while, and he's even tweeted like, hey, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. So yeah, I do what I can. Appreciate the good words, BH Wild. Then around well before then, I've been a sub for 23 months. I think probably watched you for 2 years before that, back when Josh was doing 24-hour streams. Man, that goes way back, Ernie. Josh doing the 24-hour streams is probably like 3.5 years ago. God, maybe even 4 years ago if we really want to go back that far.
Southwest 130, flighting 320, vectors ILS, runway 2 approach.
320, plan the ILS.
I think it was 3 years ago that we went to, I think it was 3 years ago that we did the South Bend thing. Was it 3 or was it 2? Oh, man. Maybe it was just 2 years ago.
Clipper 576, departure.
Sheesh, Grizzly, welcome aboard. Feels like 10 years ago. I know, dude.
127.45.
2745 VPS 136.
William! All right, let's bring this rate of descent down a little bit now. Get our 1,800 feet per minute.
Alaska 78, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, Glacier Park altimeter 2.
Again, I'm trying to target the banana bar 10,000 feet, pretty close to JOLEC. And then we'll have to get ourselves slowed down. So let's do a real quick brief on this approach. We're going to fly the ILS runway 2 into Glacier Park Airport, tune into a 111.5, approach course 020. We got 9,000 feet of runway to work with. Touchdown zone elevation is 3,000 feet. Tower 2455. Intercept altitude will be at 5,600 feet for final. We'll expect to intercept at Jolek at 7,800 feet.
405 needs to start slowing.
200 feet for minimums. And in the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb to 4,100 feet, climbing left turn to 12,000 feet, heading 190. Intercept the FCA VOR DME radial 238 outbound to Killy.
United 717, reduce speed to 250 and then continue descent.
Reduce speed 250 and then continue descent, United 717. All right, so let's go to level change.
Denver Center, American 1064.
So that should level me off.
American 1064.
Mind if I walk away for a few minutes?
American 1064, approved requested.
Here we go. So it's going to level us off. It's going to drop to 250 knots, and then it's going to continue the descent. There's precip. So here comes the anti-ice again.
Alaska 78, turn left heading 2.
And we're coming up on transition, so we'll go to 2974.
Heading 290. We do have the weather handle.
Okay, so that's the approach.
2 approach. Alaska 78.
111.5 tuned in. Good there. And the approach course 020.
Alaska 356, San Francisco grounds, runway 1 left, taxi via Alpha Mike.
Dude, Max, was South Bend after or before you guys got me hammered at Flight Sim Con? It must have been, that must have been the year that happened, like before.
Roger. Southwest 130, descend and maintain 1000.
1000,
So we had Expo, Con. It would have been 3 years ago. Yeah, it would have been 3 years. Because it was three years ago that we had the Flight Sim Con where you guys gave me that Kraken thing, and I barely made it back to my room. Don't drink, kids. It's bad for you.
2 approach, maintain 210 knots till advised.
Alright, 9 till established.
Ryan the pilot, good to see you, man. How you doing?
2405.
United 717, turn right heading 350.
350, United 717. McShady pilot, have a great night, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you soon. K9 Sergeant Mossing, welcome aboard.
Southwest 130.
We're making our way to GPI, man.
310 slowing. What do you need?
Southwest 130, maintain 250 knots.
It's about to get really crazy coming in here.
Southwest 130.
Alaska 78, descend and maintain 13,000.
All right, let's go to inlet ref. Index approach.
We're 180.
Flaps 30, 136. So it's going to be 136
altimeter 2974.
to 141.
16,080 Zulu.
Delta 418.
So we're 250 assigned, down to 10,000 feet.
3367.
I'm in flight. I'm in level change mode, so we're descending as quickly as we can now.
United 717, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 900,000.
210, then 900,000. United 717. All right, so 210.
Good evening, Delta 418. Your flight level.
And then 900,000.
Climbing 350.
We're going to get some speed brakes in here.
Salt Lake City Center, correction Denver Center, roger.
Let's go half on the speed brakes.
American 405, maintain 180 knots or greater till Glacy.
Yeah, they're pretty much
180
useless.
Glacy, American 405.
Albuquerque Center, clip 57617 for 200.
576 Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain
Let's go
level
full.
310.
310, clip 576.
Even when you put them full out, they're still useless, by the way. They're the worst speed brakes. The worst speed brakes in the sim.
Denver Center, American 1064, we're back.
American 1064, roger.
Okay. So I got a glide slope coming in. We do not have a localizer yet. Okay, there's 210 down to 9,000 now. Let's go lights on.
17, 14 miles from Jolek, fly present heading, maintain 900,000 until established, clear ILS runway 2 approach.
Present heading 900,000 till established. Good ILS 2 approach. United 717.
Rear 6750 Hotel, Tucson approach, altimeter 2996, expect visual approach, runway
Okay, we don't have an intercept yet. We should get one though. Should get one here once I get a little closer.
4400 Mike Alpha Cascade approach, roger.
Not, then we'll fake it till you make it. All right, so Jolek. God, this chart's a mess. Jolek is above 7,800 feet.
130, reduce speed to 230, then descend and maintain 900,000.
230.
So 9,000 still established, and we go down to 7,800 feet to Jolek.
Alaska 78, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 900,000.
So we're waiting for a mark to come in here to tell us that we're on the, we got the localizer picked up. I change this to. Yeah, we don't have anything yet.
For 449er Mike Alpha, there appears to be one aircraft, maybe inbound to quarter
111.5, 111.5.
of the airport, appears to be crossing over the localizer for runway 17 now. Report cancellation of IFR and missed approach on this frequency. Radar service terminated, change to advisor frequency approved.
Speed is my discretion now. We'll go ahead and turn in towards the field. Explain this weird thing where you don't get localizers when you would expect to get localizers. So
2055, 455.
let's go 3 notches flaps. Get flaps 10. Oh, that's flaps 5.
Maintain 180 knots till Glacie. Contact Glacier Tower 124.55 at Glacie.
180 till Glacie, tower at Glacie 717. Okay, there we got it in. Let's go view our loc. 180 to Glacie. Glacie is well, I have to use the GPS for Glacie.
American 405 Glacier Tower, wind calm, runway 2, clear to land.
We are high right now, which is not surprising.
Southwest 130,
Tower's next. Tower's 2455.
350, maintain 900,000 until established. On the localizer, clear islands, runway 2 approach.
350, maintain 9 until established, clear islands.
One more notch of flaps.
Southwest 130, clear islands, runway 2 approach. Do not exceed 210 knots.
Runway 2, do not exceed.
Jolek is still 7. Jolek is like 15 miles out, so we got plenty of time to get down.
Madam Mike Alpha, IFR cancellation received. Squawk and maintain VFR.
We're down to 7,800 feet. Actually, after this, we can go to 5,600, so we'll punch that in. 5,600 is our crossing altitude for the ILS here, final approach fix, so.
Alaska 356 San Francisco Tower. Actually, it appears that you're at taxiway, Mike. That's okay.
Okay, so review our loc mode. Let's go. We'll arm approach mode. So approach mode is going to come in. Glide slope will be white.
Over there to your right.
We'll wait till we capture. We're coming into capture right now, so we'll be there in a second. Once we capture, I can take the speed brakes off. We're at flaps 10 right now. As we approach Glacie, that's when I can start putting the gear and everything down. Okay.
Alaska 78, turn right, heading 320. Right, 320, Alaska 78.
Anti-ice off. We don't need it right now.
Right, 0 Zulu, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 14,000.
Descend pilot's discretion to 14,000, 80 Zulu.
Once we get the intercept, we'll set the altitude to 12,000 feet. Just keep riding the hill down. Riding down the hill. My first flight on Bastam today. Nice, dude. Booze is bad for you. I know, right? Okay, glide slope is intercepted, so we'll go 12,000 feet indicated here. That's our missed approach altitude. And if we have to go missed approach, we're going to go heading 190.
Southwest 130, maintain 8,000 until established.
8 till established, Southwest 130.
And Glacie will be identified by 5,600 feet now that we're established. Okay, put those in. Speed brakes in. We will arm the speed brakes. Set the auto brakes for 1.
Heading 110, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 6,000.
Retard, retard, retard.
This you're not found. Thanks for gifting this up, man. I appreciate it. I got nothing to cheers with, so here's an empty glass. Cheers.
56, contact NorCal.
And welcome for 2 months, Nightbot.
EPS 21.
Okay, there's 5,600. Tower.
3.2.
Gear. Speed back to 141.
Southwest
30.
130 at Glacie, contact Glacier Tower 124.55.
Holy crap. That seems incorrect. Glacier Park Tower, United 717 ILS 2.
You better grease it.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate it.
Glacier Tower, you're 4 miles in trail of an Airbus A320, runway 2, number 2, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2, number 2, United 717.
Alaska 386, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Max, thanks for the bits. I'll do my best. So we don't have to go around here. Okay, gear down 3 green. Lights are set. Flaps are down, indicated. Speed brake arm, auto brake arms.
9,000 until established. Clear ILS runway 2 approach.
My airplane.
American 405, sir. We're clear on Bravo 6, sir.
American 405, roger, taxi terminal via Bravo and remain this frequency. Good day.
Bravo, good day, 405. Have a good night.
See you.
Gear, flaps, good. 1,000 checked.
Jackson, hold ground, Vision Jet 3 Golf Delta, let's pick up our IFR.
I heard a baby crying.
Vision Jet 3 Golf Delta.
That'll be my job here in a few minutes.
Tahoe Airport, Alpine 2 departure. Idaho Falls transition, then it's filed. Climb via SID, accept, maintain
Gear,
15,000.
flaps.
Expect level 22010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 3221.
Do you have the runway?
Alright, Alpha 2, transition, climb for the SID,
Is there no scenery out here?
4,000, I think that's, I believe I wrote down, and then 22010 minutes at departure frequency at 133.25, squawking 3221.
Also, stop getting altitude calls at
3 Golf Delta.
1,000.
Via the SID, accept, maintain 15,000.
Anyway, runway's in sight. Continue landing.
15,000, 3 Golf Delta.
3 Golf Delta, read back correct.
Oh, there you go.
Alaska
100 above.
356, verify your climbing flight level 190.
Minimums, continue.
Alaska 356 departure.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Stand by. Southwest 130 Glacier Tower. Traffic is a 0.730 seconds just over the numbers.
Okay, reverse is out. Decel.
And Southwest 130, just waiting at the word in. We are clear to land runway 2, Southwest 130.
Roger, no worries. Alaska 356. Verify your climbing flight level 190. You appear to be level at 10,000.
All right.
Alaska 356.
That's a runway.
When we clear you, like when I say climb and maintain flight level 190.
I was going to turn there, but then I realized that's a runway.
The restrictions, unless we specifically tell you to comply with them.
Oh gosh, I gotta leave Bravo 2 now. I gotta get off this runway.
Number 80 Zulu, fly heading 330, descend and maintain 900,000.
We used a lot of runway.
418, descend via the French 3 arrival, Denver altimeter 2960.
Tower, United 717 is clear Bravo 2 for the tower, or for the terminal.
United 717, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, cross runway 30, remain this frequency.
Bravo, ramp, cross 30, your frequency, United 717. Thanks for your help, man.
No problem, see you. Delta 418, descend via the French 3 arrival, Denver altimeter 2960.
Okay. Flaps in, speed brake disarmed. You're good. All right. We made it. I don't think I call it butter. It was all right. I floated it a little bit. Like I chopped it. As I was chopping it, we went back flying for a second. That's kind of what it comes down to.
American 1064, descend via the Teller 2 arrival, Denver altimeter 2960. Alaska 78, contact Glacier Tower 124.55. We're 1980 Zulu, 20 miles from Jolek, flighting 350. Maintain 9,000 until established, clear ILS runway 2 approach. Alaska 356, possible pilot deviation. You appear to be about 5 miles south of your course. Are you turning back to join the departure track now?
Ah, contacts are drying out. It's that time of the night. Is this my terminal? No.
Alaska 356, Roger.
Yeah,
Direct
that's
Suzy
terminal.
should have been what you've done, but somehow you're 4.5 miles south of the track, and now it looks like you're flying northeastbound to turn back towards the track.
Glacier Tower, Alaska 78 on the ILS 2.
Alaska 356, Roger. Clear direct eBay. Alaska 78, Glacier Tower, wind calm, runway 2, clear to land.
Clear land 2, Alaska 78.
Let's turn that off. All right. Pull the park brake out. We'll just kill it right now. Not worried about the AP or anything. Yeah, I'll be using VATSIM with the new codec comes out. I mean, I'll be using VATSIM with the old codec. Like, I don't really care. I can only tolerate so much of it. Oh, well, we killed it. All right. Let's disconnect.
Disconnected.
Let's go watch a replay. I'm tired, man. Holy hell, almost 5 hours tonight? Really? Oh no, 5 hours the sim's been loaded. I'd say the stream is through just under 4. Oh no. I clicked the wrong spot. I clicked the wrong spot, so the replay may crash here. Because it's trying to load up back to wherever in this particular time was. Oh, hell. This show not found. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Thanks to both you guys. Cheers. I gotta get cheer emotes in at some point. Ooh, hello. This feels like it's back in Jackson. How much is this going to piss it off? Let's try to put it back at Glacier Park here.
Let's go at Thistle, not found.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate it, buddy. Ghost Pod, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Dude, the icing out of Aspen was nuts. The hold going into Jackson Hole was nuts. Like, that first flight was cool. That first flight's probably one of the cooler airline flights I've done on the network in a long time. Called out. All right, hey, it didn't crash. It'll eventually load scenery back in too, so there's that. All right. Yeah, there's I chopped it, and you can see we went flying again. Here, I chopped it. We went back up for a second, and then we came down. Not ideal. Speed brakes are useless, by the way. Uh-oh. Rip. Oh, man. All right, folks. Well, I think that's where the sim crashes. So I think we're done. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I will see you all next Friday. Let's see how we're looking tonight. I apologize. I definitely will not. My weekly, my ability to stream during the week is probably limited for a while. You can go watch Chili. You can go watch Captain K-Man. I'll probably throw Captain K-Man on. And then a whole bunch, like, Torb's on. A whole bunch of people I don't know. Bill Forelli. We'll go watch Bill Forelli. Say hi to him tonight. All right, folks. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Thank you all so much for coming out. And we'll see you soon. Toodles.